totally only hit it once. Good morning, love. How are you? I'm gonna pin it for now. We're gonna pin it. We're gonna pin it. Apparently, we should pin the thing. How are you? How are you? I miss you. I miss my mods. I miss my mods. um, Today we are normally going to be going live at 7 o'clock on Tuesdays, but today because I already had stuff booked in those time slots. That's why I'm here for 9 a.m. today. And tomorrow I'll be here at 9 a.m. as well, because I also have something blocked at the 2 p.m. slot of when that will normally be. But from then on, we'll have our whole new schedule. 7 p.m. 7 a.m. is too early. Although I was up around 5:30 this morning. But that was I don't know, like I woke up. I should have maybe I'll get brave and I'll just get up and stay up when I get up. Like when I wake up at 5:30, I'll just be like, all right, we're up. Oh, look. Nice. Enjoy. Well, I hope that the playing games doesn't disrupt your sleep if you need to be getting ready for sleep. That whole joy of, blue screens and interfering with sleep. What should we listen? Oh, you know what? Right there. Listen to that one. That's the one we're going to listen to. I feel like I was going to go do something. Hi, Leslie. Welcome over there. Hello, hello, hello. That's unfortunate. I had to really get into I got mascara on my I licked my finger. Okay, better. Nice. Healing frequencies. I listen to frequencies a lot. I listen to a lot of things. So I'm going to give you guys a little practice to do, right? Because we want to really try to get... Oh, no. Hi, Anne. Aw, yay. I look forward to seeing it. Are you posting it on TikTok? Hi, Jodo. Oh, that's unfortunate. I used to, like, before I did my healing journey, I called them black mirrors. That was my way of describing getting nightmares that had no pictures, but I would have all the feelings of the experience. And the reason why is I was having nightmares of repressed traumatic memories. And I'd just be woke up in just terror, not understanding it. But then again, maybe some of my memories were of that experience that like sometimes we go to different, we travel in our dreams. So maybe we travel somewhere that's not a good place to travel to, and that wakes us up. Itchy ear maybe is telling me, yeah. Do we want to do a collective reading this morning? I feel like I love to do the collective reading for anybody that doesn't, want an individual card, and then we can move on to... Yeah, I had a nightmare a few weeks ago where I was trying to be, I was forced to become a part of this cult, satanic cult at that. And I was like, I don't want to do this. And they were forcing us to eat like these cookie things, and you had to eat like 12 of them, let's say. And I was like trying to find a way, and I was able to avoid eating 3 of them. So I didn't go through this full change that the cookies made you go through. Like, it was absolutely terrifying, though. I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be that. I'm not a bad person. I'm not evil. Like, I don't want to join your cult. I don't like what you guys do. So I was trying the whole time just to get out of this situation. It was not good. Nice. Oh. I did it again. I don't know why I dumped them out that way. I'm so used to having ones that aren't as beautiful as this deck. I saw someone come in with the name Nana. Nana's in the house. Nice. Hi, Mayuma. Who's all in Ontario right now? Who's in the live that's in Ontario right now? Is it? I just want to know where in Ontario, and is it really smoky in your region? Like, I took a picture this morning of the sun, like, and like that's how smoky it is out there, because that's gray, right? And then I zoomed in on it, and it's just this big haze, and I zoomed really far in on it with my camera, but yeah, that's how like gray it is, and that's all you can smell outside is smoke. Just smoke. Is it smoky in Toronto, Catherine? The air's not good in Hamilton? Okay, there's one. Okay, so we're getting some planetary alignments here for you. Oh no, I'd rather not. Yeah, I guess there's forest fires, but I'm not like I wasn't aware of like much in Ontario. Ontario seemed to be the one province in Canada that didn't really have a lot. Did you know that they found that most of the like I a huge percentage, like only about 2% of the forest fires have been like naturally occurring according to the statistics, which then means that most of them are set. I'm looking to see if they say anything on here. I know it does say smoke, but yeah, it's really sad. But it makes you wonder, like who, right? Is because there's so many. There's so many man-made fires right now. So many. It just doesn't make any sense. Yay! Hi, Dave. My ex-husband, my kid's dad is Dave. My first husband was Dave. Okay, so smoke plumes from local forest fires as well as forest fires in Quebec. Yay! Thanks, Liz. Hi, Creamy Bubbles. So for some fires that are in in Ontario, and then also, hi Zara. I have actually done that. Dave's not here, man. Dave's not here, man. Good morning, Rebecca. How are you, love? Thank you so much. So yeah, so apparently because of forest fires in Ontario and Quebec is what's the cause of the air quality advisory of the wildfire smoke. So yeah, but it's really heavy. Like I'm surprised. Like it smells like, it's really close. Apparently I know you've just aged me. No, I'm just kidding. I love it though. Okay. Anne had a question because she had to run, so she was wondering. So we got the sextile in conjunction, right? So we're looking at a combination of tension and flow, right? And potential and rewarding situation. So maybe there's some meaning that you can look at within your nightmare that would allow. Yeah, seems to be anymore. Like it was never this way. Like we didn't have poor air quality like this before. But like when people there's so much going on. There's so much going on out there that is not good. Is not good. Hi Sam. Thank you for the roses, love. So I'm gonna look at the book and see if good morning. See if there's anything that comes up with these that maybe when we look at it, says Clara, this is the funny thing. This is the funny thing, Angel. The first sentence in the book for this card, Sextile, is clarify your intentions and move towards your dream wholeheartedly. Right? But remember, an intention is a deeply rooted internal touchstone, not an external possession. It's your deeper purpose behind the thing you want. So you can affirm your intention with prophetic specificity while allowing the shape of what you want to shift. Can you remain laser focused while trusting the hard line of your target to form the closer you move toward it? Shift your focus from external gains to internal desires of your soul. You're supported more than ever in making your dreams come true. But first, you must be crystal clear on what it is you truly want. Hold on to your knowing and move through life with unshakable integrity. Your reward is coming. It's already yours. You're just catching up with it. Very, very, very much so. Very much so. But I love that the first line, you're like, I want to know about my dream. Like, I haven't had nightmares in a long time. And boom, the first thing out about it is the first sentence is talking about dreams. I just love it. Good morning, Oliviera. How are you, love? You can definitely be on the list for a card. I haven't done any cards yet. I just pulled a card for Angel of Venom because she had asked, so she could run away. Okay. Oh. Okay, a dream about you being shot. Yes. Okay. You know what I'm going to do right now? Let's do the list of people who want to be on the list because we got Abby. Abby had already asked. He was first to ask. And then we're going to get, good morning, Courtney. I'm going to go through here and look up here. We got Jodo. Jodo asked. Oh, I just saw your post. I must have missed that when it came up that you shared Odin's some pictures of Odin this morning. So I can't wait to look at them. So we got Abhi, we've got Jodo, we've got thank you, Olivia. Dave's not here, man. Olivia, Rebecca. I'm just going in order down the list of everybody trying to get up. Jodo, we got Natalie, got Liz. Yeah, but I ask them now anymore. And hi, Keita. Nice to have you there. Mel. Yeah, I've just been asking everybody because when I'm doing the front and the back end, it's just easier for me to just ask everybody if they want a card right now. Because it just makes it easier on me doing it alone. Hello, guys. So we're gonna have lots of fun today, right? We're gonna enjoy ourselves today. We're gonna. So how many of us are like awakening? How many of us are awakening? Hi. I know I was scrolling up looking at stuff and it's weird because I'm here but no iPad. I finally see that one. Yeah, it's weird. I didn't see that when I came through the list either. Oh, Courtney, I missed Courtney. Okay, we got Courtney too. Oliviera. And Mayuma, I got Mayuma. I got Mel. Jodo, Natalie, Jodo, Mel. Got Rebecca. Yep, got Rebecca. Hi, love. And Mayuma. Okay. All right. Whoops. And then there was a whole more. Okay. I have you. Yeah, you're definitely a way down. Hi, Sam. Just let me know when you're here. When I get to your name, I'll call. So the way that I do when I go through my list is I get down to the name and I get close to it or whatever, and I'll start talking about who the next one is on the list. And then I'll say, okay, good morning, Jess from Montreal. How are you doing over there? It's pretty smoky in your region, I'm sure of it. So my brain just sputtered and stalled. Yeah. So what I do is then as I'm going through, I'll say like Abhi, Jodo, Rebecca, and Natalie are first, so they'll know you're coming up. And if I get to your name and you don't respond, then I just hold it, like I just kind of gray it out. So when if you leave and you come back, just let me know that you're back so that I know. Okay, I'll put Keita on. Hi, Carla. How are you? Okay. All right. You go shout. I'll be here anyway. I'll be here. And thank you, Carla. Oh, Jess. Okay. Well, anyway, we got the list. All right. I think we're good. I'm doing well too. I'm not happy about the smoke though. It's gonna make it for a bit of a day. So Abhi is first. I didn't even do a collective reading today. Maybe I'll do a collective reading later and post it as a TikTok. I am. I don't know. You can't see him. He's having a cuddle sleepy sleep. There, now you can see him. Look at that. I'm sitting a little off kilter just so you can see Cass. You can be part of the live on both screens. Hi, and I'm not sure who's watching from there, but hello. Okay, Abhi. See what we get for cards. Hi, guys. He's Cass. My golden potato. He's just a potato. He's just the sweetest boy. He really is. I love when people interact with him, interact with him really well. And so we were walking yesterday and cause he's a big dog. He's 70, 80 pounds. He's a big boy. He's a fupa. He's a fupa. No, I'm kidding. He's just a big dog, right? Not everybody's comfortable with big dogs, even though little dogs are far more aggressive than big dogs. You're more likely to get bit by a little dog than a big dog. But anyway, lots of people are afraid of big dogs. But yesterday I was walking him. Well, you're getting one card, Abhi. Only one wanted to come out. I was walking him and this guy came by and he was just oh, and he just went in there and you just gave him a whole bunch of scritches and just rubbed them all up. And I'm like, oh my God, this made me so happy. Somebody came by and loved up on my dog. It was the happiest moment. And Cass was just like, oh my God, somebody was walking by and loved me up. Wow. Right. So it was really cute. Really cute. Okay. So Abhi, you got the 5th house. So house 5. Only one card today. That's the only one that wanted to come out. We'll see what the message is and maybe it'll make sense and it'll only be one. Typically I only pull one. I used to always just pull one card. And then I started just allowing it to see what all came out. And sometimes I get one still, but usually I get more, but there wasn't another card that was ready to come out. I can try for a hot second later and see if we can get a second card. But typically it's just the one. Hi, Natalie. Thank you for the likes. Salasia, my love, Salasia, are you still there? Oh, yes. All right. Fine. We got another card that fell out. I just had to... where's Melinda? Where's Melinda? Oh, and wait. You know what we can do, guys? You know what we can do that would be really handy? I'm going to turn this a little bit so it feels weird being sideways. You know what we can do here? We can share. We can share the live. That's what made me think of it. I'm gonna share my live to my... Oh, no. No, we're gonna go this way. I'm gonna share my live. If I can function the keyboard, if I can make this, if I can do the things, okay. We're gonna share because sharing is caring, right? And There we go. Sharing is caring. So we're going to share it out. Hi, Julie. How are you, love? Kiki. Thank you. I like how when Melinda's not here, I'm like, Mama, hey, Mama, where's your wifey? I'm like, where's your wifey? Okay, I think we've got everybody. All right, I might have sent a couple people it twice. All right, I'm gonna scroll through and I'm gonna check. I'm very well, Julie. How are you, love? Okay, all right, I'm caught up on all the chat. We did the sharing, which is caring. Aw, I think nature will help you. I really believe that, right? And when you're in nature, try to involve your whole self in all of it, and remind yourself as you're going tee as you're doing it, that you are that. That is you, because we are all of it. We're all an expression, right? We're all an expression from the same point of existence. So we're all siblings, all related, right? So yeah, just try to look and really involve yourself in the beauty of everything. Okay, I might have to get up and turn my light on because it is dim in here because of the overcast conditions outside. But I do appreciate, hi, witchy kind of woman. I tagged you in a post yesterday because I did something yesterday that I've never done before on a live. Oh.
And I have not behaved. What?
Hi guys. I just I don't know what happened. I just all of a sudden fell out the door. I fell out the hatch. Aw, you can take me out for dinner, Redbeard. You just have to find a way to come to see me because until I make a lot of sales, I can't travel anywhere. I am grounded. So you have to come to me, but I will let you take me out for dinner. I absolutely will. Okay, let's see if I can read without. Yeah, I got punted. I got punted out of the door. Thank you, Salasia. You're adorable. Okay, so Abhi. So we got house 5 and we got Gemini. So house 5 is the house of Leo, and Gemini is the butterfly, the social butterfly of the astrological signs. So there's a call for you to do this today, and that is to just to get out there and play, or potentially, hi John, I sent you a message about connecting with me for a free call so that I could help you. Okay, as soon as I saw you come in, I remembered your name. So I did send you I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I did. Maybe because it's LinkedIn. But I swear I went on LinkedIn and commented with my free clarity call. Okay, so Abhi, are you still there, or did you fall out when I fell out? Yeah, okay. So the house 5 is all about passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. So there's a call for you to just have fun today, be romantic, or pay attention to your inner child, right? So there's that that. No, I just got you in here and now your phone's gonna die. Not cool. Oh, very cool, Kita. Cheers. Yay. Okay, And Gemini is all about curiosity, intellect, and networking. So are you learning something new right now, Abhi, or have you started something new? I feel like there's this, that you've started something new, or you're looking to start something new. Like, good. Yeah, definitely connect with me. There's different ways that I can help you. And with that clarity call, I can just go over the different things that I have. Some of them are really, really, really inexpensive, like pretty much free. And then they go up to like high-end stuff that if you want to really get to the root cause of everything and eradicate it and, heal in a short time frame, I have like really high-end stuff that you can do. But within that, it's a call, and I'll give you something to help you with right away. Okay. That's your intuition, right? When you're like, I watched a video today that was talking about the difference between your intuition and fantasy. And intuition, it's that nudge that's like, it's almost like a motor that's propelling you in a specific direction, right? And there may be within the intuition some discomfort, right? Because you're not always being pushed towards like your fantasy. Like if you're dreaming about something, right, your fantasy is going to be all roses and sunshine, right? It's going to be this beautiful thing. Yeah. So keep that child mindset. Is this is what this really like speaks to me, between the Virgo and the Gemini. Like when you keep that child mindset, you become this open vessel for all the knowledge to come to you. You're so much more open when you stand in your childlike enthusiasm and curiosity, right? Like children are just sponges for information. So I think that that's a big part of it. And that's one of the things that intuition can do, because it's going to propel you outside of your comfort zone. Where's my crown? Ooh, good call. How about yellow today? There. Good to see. Am I pregnant? I would suggest taking a pregnancy test or seeing a doctor, and he can do that for you. If you've missed your period, you've missed your period for more than a week, pretty much every single pregnancy test that you get off the shelves will predict whether you're pregnant or not. Okay, if you're beyond your period. Citrine. All right. So oh, what did Shannon's mom say about you? Does it resonate as true? Like, was she telling you something about the future? Was she, like, right? Like, what did she say? Because you're going to know if it's true unless she's trying to predict something for you, right? If she's predicting something for you, then, oh, thanks. Some people have said that I shouldn't wear the crown because it elevates me above my crowd. And I'm like, no, I want you guys all to wear your crowns too. I just like to wear it. Yeah, Jojo, Rebecca, and then Natalie. So Jodo is next. Jodo is next, and then Rebecca, and then you, Natalie. It's just a perspective that someone has, and that I make myself separate from others by wearing a crown, or I elevate myself above other people wearing the crown. Which, I mean, some people, if they're offended by it, it's like, whatever. Right? Like, I'm not wearing it to be offensive or to in any way state that I'm above anybody, because I'm not. I believe that we are all connected. We are all one. So, I mean, if I'm wearing a crown, so are you. If I think that I'm crown worthy, I think you're crown worthy, because we are all the same. And I love you all. And I want you to step into your divine, whatever, divine masculine, divine feminine, your divinity, right? I want you to be empowered. I want you to be empowered. Oh yeah, you're definitely got psychic abilities. You definitely have. She's definitely, like, what she said is absolutely accurate. We all have psychic abilities. We've just not, like, there's been so much distortion of information that's happened, which has made us think that we are just separate individuals that we are, just these material human beings that maybe have one life. And if you're lucky, after that one life, if you've led it good enough and you followed the commandments and you lived this really perfect life and, did all of the things right, then you get to go to heaven. But if you didn't, even if you did something as arbitrary as ate meat on Friday, then you could go to hell, right? That's all just fallacy to control, right? Because fear is the easiest way to control a population. Fear is the easiest way to control a population. So we are all connected. We are all one. We are all spirit. We are spirit having a human connection. That's why people can see aura, because they see your spirit outside of the human frame, because our spirit actually holds our body. And then when we die in this human form, our spirit drops the body and continues motoring on for eternity. But we were all born with sight. We were all born with all these capabilities. It's just, when you look at it, I like to say it this way. Some people are just more naturally talented in a specific area. No different than Mozart was really, really amazing on the piano, but I don't think he could play the drums. Right? Or if he did, maybe, but probably not as good as he could play the piano. So every one of us has psychic capabilities, but you may be stronger in, say, claircognizant than you are in clairaudient. Or you may be more clairsentient than clairvoyant. Or, you might have telekinesis, like, you never know, right? But we have all of these amazing capabilities. And we could live to like 150, 170, 180 years if we didn't have like all these chemicals either in our food, in our water, or whatever, right? All these things that are happening to us, right? So, yeah. Hi, Marcia. Okay. Jodo. Right? So, but you know what I mean? Like, sometimes we're just naturally gifted towards a specific thing we're just going to be more talented in, even though we have the capabilities to do all of it. And I love using music because most musicians can play multiple instruments, but they will have one that they play far better than the rest. Right? They're just that much more talented than that one. Okay, so Jodo, we got House 6 and Venus. So Venus is this beautiful, like, love, right? Venus represents love. But this is a call for you to give and receive love and find value, and see beauty. So look around today to see beauty, or look towards seeing beauty in whatever situation that you have going on right now, and see what you can do to apply love to it. Now, House 6, this is the house of Virgo, and it's all about like daily routines and habits. It's about service. It's about foundations and health, things like that. Yeah. Yeah. And that's another valid point that Witchy Kind of Woman was saying, right? Sometimes, like, this lifetime may be the reason why you're not able to access, say, your keen, I don't know, your clairvoyance. So your future sight, because you had to work on your clairsentience. So your ability to sense things, to feel things, right? So say something else nobody knows yet. I don't know what you mean by that, Leslie. I could say lots of things probably that people wouldn't know. I could talk about some nursing things. A guy last night, he posted on the thing, he's like, what bugs are you scared of? Right? And people are putting down like spiders and, like all this, like cockroaches and stuff like that. And I was like, man, I'm a nurse. My number one bug that I do not like is bed bugs, and followed by ticks. Like, I cannot stand ticks. Yeah. Yeah. It's just maybe in this lifetime, it was the time that you needed to learn a different skill. So that's why that one becomes muted. So you're looking at doing a big change in your life, and you're wondering if you're doing the right decision. So does it scare you? Does it scare you a little bit? As a nurse, like any nurse, Every single nurse. And that's probably why. It's just outside of your comfort zone, and that's why you should be doing it. And your intuition is probably pushing you towards it, right? Every bit of growth and evolution is going to happen just outside of your comfort zone. If it feels really comfortable and easy and safe, it's probably you're not growing. You're just staying still. And oftentimes, and I talk about this in numerous lives that I do, right? I talk about how our nervous system, right? It gets, think of your nervous system like a child, right? And that child gets raised in that environment. And it's like, this is home to me. This is what my home feels like, right? So if your nervous system was raised in an environment that was abusive and chaotic and neglectful, or, that was all of these different traumatic experiences or very stressful, then your nervous system's going to be like, this is home to me. So I want to stay in my home because it's comfortable and it's known and it's familiar. Why would I want to go outside of my home into the big wide open world where it's scary? Even if stepping outside of that home was the most peaceful space. Let's say if outside of the door of this home of chaos and stress was this beautiful, serene lake that was very calm, and the water just gently lapped the shores, and you could hear the birds and the bee, and it was just this beautiful oasis. Your nervous system would still be like, nope, that's unfamiliar. That is unsafe. I'm going to stay here in chaos and stress because that's familiar and that must be safe. So if it's something that you have a little bit of fear about, and you'll know the difference between healthy fear and unhealthy fear, right? So I'll go into a little bit more with these two cards. Okay. So we've got that finding value and seeing we're definitely attracted to what's familiar. So this here is talking about that establishing a foundation. So a foundation is what you start with, right? So there is that indication to step out into that newness and start something and build a new foundation in something else, right? We're going to look at what are the practical details that you can implement, right? And this is something like making those little changes to your daily life. Like there is that notion. When we look at, so how can you give yourself love? Hi, love. I just love Pete. He's my, I don't know our connection from many lifetimes, but I know that we have a long, he's soul fam. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got Venus. So be open to giving and receiving love. And I don't know what big change you're talking about making, right? But just know that you are protected. You are directed by the divine, right? And be willing to take those little steps into that area that is, a little bit new and maybe scary, to allow yourself to evolve and grow, right? It's like the fool, that takes the step off the ledge into the unknown, into that seed of potential. She may not feel ready, but you are ready, and you can do it. Okay. I have faith in you. I believe in you. I'd love to know what new thing you're thinking about doing. You can definitely be on my list, Mama 5. All right. Aw, love. Aw, you just want to hang out with me and do it. A career change. Where's the new career? You know what? Do it. I believe in you. Like as soon as you said that, I had this just spirit is guiding you in that direction. Right. And when you start going in that direction, you'll know it's the right direction too, because synchronicities start to appear. Doors just start to open. It's like opening up, or you'll start to feel yourself aligning very easily. Aw, I love you. So Rebecca is next. I hope Rebecca's still there. So Rebecca, Natalie, Liz, Mel. Okay. Did you watch my video, Witchy Kind of Woman? I tagged you in a reel on I tagged you in a reel on It was big. Yes, absolutely. So I'll tell you, I jumped off the ledge. I had a on TikTok. I did a beautiful, like I had an amazing career. I was making tons of money, like tons of money at it. And I jumped off the ledge to go and start my own business, which I will tell you has been, I like to use the word challenging because that's a better way of saying it rather than like struggle or difficult, because those have really negative connotations to it. But it has definitely been a challenge because you're learning all kinds of new things and growing and evolving. So like every step is just who, right? Like just trying so hard to, you know, to figure it all out. But I know it's where I'm supposed to be. Aw, thank you, Pete. I tagged you in it because it was really like, you'll see why when you watch it. So sometimes you have to be willing to take that leap, right? And do you love it? Is it what you love? And I think that's what it's saying too. Like this is really aligned with your heart. This is aligned with what you want to do, which is really nice. Did you get goosebumps, Pete? Did you feel like you could understand it? Like you just somehow, for some reason, you're like, I know this. I don't know why. I understand it, but I do. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Elodie. Okay. Hi. Oh, love. She is there. She is there with you. And she's like, yeah, definitely. Now she's guiding you from the other side. I love it. Yes, definitely. So a lot of times our animals in this lifetime, like we've had them in other lifetimes, they will evolve. Their spirit will evolve. Like my dog might be a dog this lifetime because he wanted to experience what it was like to be a dog. And then in the next lifetime, they may turn around and become like, they might decide, hey, I want to come back as, you know, a different life form, or I want to come back, you know, in a human form. I've evolved my spirit to that level. But many times they just stay within, you know, and they just follow you. Again, like Witchy Kind of Woman said, is being a familiar. And I was going to say that too about being, she's been your familiar in many lifetimes. And oh, you don't have to be close to book a full personal reading. I do it on Zoom. We do it over Zoom. So as long as you can find a time that works between our time zones, we can do that on the internet. On the internet. The beauty of you know, the beauty of an internet connection. All right. I love you. You have a beautiful day. Okay. Rebecca. Rebecca. We have a lot of energy here. Okay, Carla, you have a little bit. You have a little bit. Okay. Just had to make sure I still saw you in there. So Rebecca, you've got a lot of heavy energy coming in here. We've got the moon, which is emotional, right? We've got the moon, which is, you know, satisfying. There's a call to nurture yourself and maybe nurture others, but definitely to nurture yourself. We've got Chiron, who is the wounded healer. So this is all about hurt and healing, right? So there's a call to heal, and you can heal yourself through that emotional nurturing. Okay. So I'm glad that you're doing that. We've got the house 12 and we've got fixed. So fixed is all about stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. Whereas, yes, you're on the list, love. And you were right. Silly question. I'll take my sweater off. I'm getting warm. It's all the hair. My mom's like, does your hair make you warm? Make you hot? And I'm like, no. Like, no, it doesn't make me hot. Meanwhile, this morning I'm like, okay, maybe a little. Jess, I'll put you on the list, love. All right. Mel on the list. Maybe Mel can stick around and visit for us for a little bit. And there's somebody else I saw that came in that I wanted to put on the list. I've got Olivia. I got to make sure that Ninja Mama. Okay, so with house 12 is the house of Pisces. So it's the last astrological sign in the wheel, right? So it's like the senior citizen of the astrological wheel. So it's got all the lessons. It's smart, it's wise. Like, it's not just smart, it's wise, it's spiritual, it's, like, it's like really knowledgeable, knowing. But this is talking about spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. I know, I love this top. I love I like wearing romantic. This is, to me, romantic clothes, and I love romantic clothes. Like, I love that, just right. So we have, like, I think that this is the call to be persistent, right? Be persistent in the healing that you're doing, right? To just stay the course, be persistent, and things are going to turn around, right? But you are transcending. You are working through those, that healing. You're on that deep healing journey. That's, like, really deep healing journey, but but just stick with it. And I'm not sure why. Is anyone else hearing an echo? Yes, definitely. So, connect with me, Rebecca. Connect with me. Bye-bye. Love you. Yeah, you can ask me a question, Jess, if you'd like, for sure. So it's just confirmation about your healing journey. Now, I'm going to read one of the, I like reading sometimes the big message that comes in there, but I'm going to read the message for house 12. I think for some reason, house 12. House 12. I just want to read you that message. Beautiful. So move away from this house 12. House 12 is saying, move away from sweeping statements like, I am happy, I am depressed, I am successful, I am a failure, he is good, he is bad, this is my life forever. Can you embrace yourself and the nature of all living things as multidimensional? You're free to take a completely different shape today than yesterday. And in this moment, you can be many things at once. Names and labels are useful, but limiting. Identify with your soul more than your emotions, and your sense of self more than your identity. Okay. So I hope that gives you a little bit of information that can move you forward. But definitely connect with me, Rebecca. Even if you send me, I think we're connected on Facebook. Even if you send me a little chat on Facebook, because there's something that I'd like to discuss with you. Okay. And just a reminder, whoever is the top gifter for the whole month of June gets a free quantum mind-body healing session with me. Okay. So that's huge. That thing's like worth $300 Canadian, which, okay. So that's like not a lot American or UK, but is a lot in Canada. No, I'm just teasing. Nice. Definitely connect with me in conversation. So top gifter for the month wins a 1 hour healing, or minimum of 1 hour. The thing with that's the one I was thinking. So Jess was hoping to go next. I hope that we're okay, that we're going to bump Jess up. Are you okay with that, Natalie? Are you okay with me moving Jess up for her, before her kids, steal her away? Or if not, I will pull your cards and then Jess. Okay. Hi, Marley. Oh. Just let me. Only Jess. I absolutely only Jess. Just one. Right. Oh, it is very grounding. Thank you, Spiral. I love it. It's citrine. Is there a specific question that you had, or some guidance you were looking for in a specific way? Let me know, Jess. Okay. And then I'll tailor the cards to that. I'm just checking. I feel like there's another card that's waiting to come out. Not them. Well, maybe that one then. And I'm just curious, what's your sun sign? And do you have a partner? I'm going to ask these questions. What's your sun sign and do you have a partner? And if you do, what's his sun sign or their sun sign? Shouldn't make assumptions. Aw, thank you. You're Leo. Do you have a partner? The reason why I asked is because Cancer and Gemini came out. So I was like, I'm just curious whether or not, and then the heart on the sun side, right? So it was just like, is that, you asked about love, right? So I was like, I wonder what the sun signs are. And it would have been cool if it had been both, right? Fire and water. Very emotional. No, wait. Aaron, yeah, you guys are fire and water. Yeah. It means you guys are like close, like in the astrological sign. So there's that, like neighbors, like a good neighbor, I'll be there. Like kind of. Oh, I was just wondering why. No, it was just the way that this came out. You're asking about love, right? So we've got the heart on the sun, right? And then you've got Gemini and Cancer. So yeah. And the funny thing is that like the Cancer came upside down, but these cards don't go into a reversed situation, right? So this is really asking you to embody your truth, right? Embody the truth of the situation. So, like I do see that this, and this being in the upside, which you're saying he's Cancer on the cusp of Leo was upside down. So I think there is the message to move away from him, right? Embody your self-truth, embody the truth of the situation, like recognize, and you're saying like, if you're saying it's very toxic and he's narcissistic, get out. Just find the way that like, however you can find a way. Because if he's a true, and this is the thing, we do oftentimes, hi ZDR, we do oftentimes broadcast people as being narcissistic. It's a very much overused terminology lately. Many of us, like every single one of us, has a touch of narcissistic characteristics within us, because narcissism really, there's, it's just that it goes between healthy pride to unhealthy pride, right? But healthy pride where you actually have confidence to unhealthy pride where you have a very big level of insecurities, right? Hey there. How are you? So it's really, but we do tend to classify people, and sometimes it's tendencies versus full NPD. Now, someone with tendencies can get help and often heal from it, but only about 4% of narcissists will actually go seek out help. So, I mean, you can protect yourself by doing the gray rock technique. Right? And it's true, right? That, yes. And having that in there as well, Jess, like that's so complicated, right? And a lot of us, we adopt these characteristics, right? Like Gabor Mate and other people have stated that whether it's empath or narcissist, that a lot of those like that they're not true narcissists and they're not true empaths. They're just manifestations of trauma responses for us to really protect ourselves or get attention and stuff like that, that it was born out of traumatic experiences, but that we're not truly like narcissistic or truly empaths, right? And some are, what, the link for my call, you mean? Or the link to my website? I'll give you the link to my website. Okay. That way there, if you want, you can go there and you can get a free call too. Yeah. So what are you feeling with your health? Like, I mean, are you feeling that you're dealing with some stuff? Because really this is telling, I mean, it is a time that you should be nurturing and caring for yourself, right? And protecting yourself. Like there's the call for that. Yeah, like I need to know a little bit more about, what you're talking about. These cards right now aren't really. Yeah. So one thing I will tell you is that when you're in a traumatic environment, the longer that you stay within that traumatic environment, what's happening with your nervous system and your body is that your nervous system is constantly in fight or flight. And being constant in fight or flight, right? What you're causing is a decrease in your immunity. Your immune system's not functioning appropriately. You have an increase in inflammation. Your digestive tract's not working appropriately because you're not in rest and digest. So you go into survival mode. Survival mode is a very unhealthy mode to be in for a long time. And what it'll end up doing is just depleting your reserves, right? It's like your cup is slowly getting emptier and emptier and emptier and emptier and emptier until you have nothing left in your cup. And then you go through what is a burnout. It could be adrenal fatigue, anything like that. And there are times that with our bodies, the StreamYard link. What do you need the StreamYard link for us? And I'm not sure what you need the StreamYard link for. So some when I was one of the things that I ended up being diagnosed with was called functional neurological disorder. And functional neurological disorder is where it's a stress conversion disorder. So because my mom was traumatized when I was in utero, so my nervous system didn't wire correctly. This is what the doctors said. I try to not hold on to that anymore, right? Yeah, is there any shelters or like, is there any, trying to think but so I'll go back into that. So there are certain times where people are under so much stress that their nervous system, like you'll have people who actually, think that they're blind because they can't see. They can't see. They visually cannot see anything. But they but the function of their eye, like the structure of their eye, everything to do with their eye, there's nothing wrong with it. So doctors will be like, we can't find anything wrong. So that's often where you get into that stress. Oh, hi. Hi. I'm good now, but I love you. So that's why they could be in a situation where they can't figure out what exactly is wrong with you, is because it's a conversion of stress, vasculitis. Yeah. Um, just hang on, guys. So are you safe right now, Jess? Like, are you safe right now? Because I like from what I was reading, there was you got the kids out and protected. Have you not? Are you still there? You've just got your kids out of the home, but you're still within the home. So one of the things that you can, and this is the way that this is what they talk about within narcissism, is it's called the gray rock technique. So narcissists will keep coming to you to get their supply, right? So by shutting off the supply, the way that you can, where my computer just did a whole, um, okay, good. Um, you're definitely, there's spirits around you that are protecting you, like ancestors that are there that are protecting you because they just stepped in. to say hello. So the biggest, the studies are that are on narcissism is that if you are looking at, if you're looking at how to heal or how to save yourself from a narcissist or how to get a narcissist to leave you alone, because really it's them leaving you alone, is that you have to cut off their supply. So it's called the gray rock technique. And it's just, you just become really boring to them. You don't react to anything that they do. You just, basically you become as boring as, the wall. You don't respond, you don't engage. You just, like, if they want to try to tear you down or, insult you or make you feel small, you're just like, okay, if that's how you see it, okay. Okay. Yeah. And I mean, yeah. For me to really like you could hop on a call with me and it'd be easier than doing it in this way, right? Because it's really challenging to dialogue back and forth like this for something as big as this, right? It'd be really nice to be able to talk to you like in a video. So if you go to my website, which is linked on my profile, there's at the very top of it, there is a free clarity call. And that's one thing that I'm going to do right now, guys, because somebody said to me that they couldn't find the clarity call. And I need to look at how this looks on mobile because, yeah. All righty. Let me just update this real quick. I'll republish that. I had to fix a little thing on the thing. Good morning, Damia, and good morning, Carol. How are you? Yay! Thank you, Carol. Hi, Liz. And they really do. And it's not good, especially when you're like talking about drugs being involved, right? Like drugs being involved makes it even more unpredictable, right? So I fixed it so that because it was off for a little bit on the mobile. So it doesn't matter if you go on mobile or not. If you go on, scroll down, and there's a big red button that says free clarity call. If you go there and you can book your session, okay, love? And good. And then we can dialogue back and forth in a conversation that's a little bit easier than this. Okay, so we're gonna move on to and vasculitis, definitely. I love you. Yeah. Right. They're wanting somebody to just, to feed into their insecurities and make them feel like they are all that in a bag of chips. Right. So when you stop feeding that, or, they stop getting that empowerment of some sort from you. Right. Okay. So we've got Natalie. Thank you so much, Natalie, for being so kind as to let Jess go first, and for being patient while we waited. That's lovely. That's very sweet of you. Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna turn into a big conversation, sweetie. Hi, Anita. How are you, love? Ooh. Hello. I love you, sweetheart. So you're not patient. That's a virtue. We're supposed to be working. No, I get it. My day is fantastic. Very smoky here today, though. So, all right. So right now we've got an imbalance. So there's an imbalance in your life, or a point of tension, or a power struggle that's going on. Okay. But you are. I'm so happy you can hang out today too. And thank you for all the roses, Carol. Thank you for everything. So you've got opposition, you've got the north node, and you've got trine. So these three came out together. Okay. So opposition is what I was talking about, is that there is like an imbalance, a point of tension, or a power struggle that's going on. Whereas the north node is talking about what you're destined to have, right? So what you're destined to have, this is where we're typically within this lifetime. The north node is the direction that we're moving towards. This is what we're evolving towards. So our south node talks about like where we're really, really comfortable, right? So there's tension. But I just want you to know, I love this deck. I love this deck, Anita. If you don't have it, it is one that I would suggest getting, because it's just beautiful. Everything that they did with putting it together is gorgeous, and I love the cards. So definitely, if you're looking for another deck, I would suggest getting that one. And hello, yeah, chica. So then the other card that came out is Trine. And what Trine is talking about is angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. So whatever this is, if keep moving towards your goals, your north node. If you find your north node, that would be a good thing to do too, to see what your lessons are supposed to be within this lifetime. And then the Trine, this is, you've got angelic support. So you're going to transition through whatever this struggle is. You're going to transition through that beautifully because you have this angelic support. It's Heavenly Bodies Astrology Deck. And it's by Lily Ashwell. Lily Ashwell. She's probably, I think she's from the UK. And Liz should really have a connection with that, because Lily used to be a fashion designer, and then she had a spiritual awakening, and then she moved into creating she created this astrology deck. And I'm not sure she did other things, but so yeah, so if you know what your north node is, so like for me, my north node is Sagittarius. So I am destined to have, or my destiny is propelling me towards being a teacher, being a philosopher, like it really being spiritual and teaching, right? So when you do your natal chart, if you do your natal chart, it will tell you what your north node is. You don't need to worry about the south, because the south is the opposite of north. So for me, because my north node is in Sagittarius, across from like if you were to put astrology on a wheel, across from Sagittarius is Gemini. Sagittarius is 9, Gemini is 3. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a challenging position for sure. And much respect to you. Anything to do with nursing is challenging after spending 20 years in it, but no. See, we could do that. We could do that. Oh, so cool. Nice. Yes. Right. It's a big career for sure. It's a very big career and a lot of stress in it, right? Because you're dealing with humans, and you're dealing with life and death, and you're dealing with families who can be very challenging. And then you're in a very female dominated profession. And for some reason, females together, it can be so catty at times, right? It can be so catty at times. Like the whole thing about nursing eating their young is so true. So true. And I don't know why. If we fostered and, like decided we wanted to nurture them like our babies, it would be much better support, right? Absolutely. Yeah. So look at your north node to see what you're destined to have. It gives you just really keen insight in what you are supposed to be working towards. It's really good when we have a mixture, right? When we have a mixture of male and females in a workplace, it tends to be a bit better of a balance, right? Just a bit better of a balance. But yeah, if you go into a straight up male dominated, like completely males, then you get toxic behaviors within that too, because then they're just literally pissing matches between the men. Like you gotta be tough. You gotta be, there's just so many male. There gets, depending on the organization, there can be a lot of toxicity in the male orientated, right? But when you get into females, just a lot of like cattiness. But when you get in the like back and forth, like in that, just that balance, right? The balance of energies. Yep. Yeah, I worked in construction too, and just a lot. And I've been in relationships with men in trades and stuff before, and they're very like the male. They can be very, very toxic. So yeah, find out what your north node is by doing your birth chart. Now, your birth chart, you don't need to have the time of birth. You just need to know where you were born and the date to get the north node. If you have your time of birth, then you can get your full chart analysis done more accurately. So look into that and see what your north node is saying about where you're supposed to be directing yourself in this life, and know that you've got that support. You've got that support, right? Hello, Catherine. How are you, love? You're just a baby, an 86 baby. There's a lot of free sites on the internet, and I wanted to just comment too before we go down a little bit too far. Vasculitis definitely it can very easily be a result of being in chronic fight or flight or stress, right? So it's definitely something that could be a cause of that. You're definitely still on the list. Let me look, Mel. It's Natalie, and then Liz, and then Mel. You. Right? So if we look at free birth chart. Love you. Mwah. Have a great day. So, I mean, Yasmin Boland, she actually does a free birth chart, like, which is kind of nice. The other Mel that asked, you're a little further down on the list. So there's quite a few out there that have free natal charts, birth charts. That are out there. Astrology.com, like very easily, astrology.com. And then it's birth-chart is one. Yeah. So are there ways that you can reduce your inflammation? And some of the things that you can do to reduce your inflammation are actually looking at your diet. Make sure that you're eating a low processed food diet. So try to eat as whole and natural, and try to get yourself to stay within the present moment more often, right? In that rest and digest state. And so that'll be really important for you. Okay. That'll be really, really important for you to help you to just navigate through it. And you can sit yourself in meditation, right? Set yourself in meditation for, and just before we continue on, we're going to do this really quick. Natalie. Oh, more coffee. I will take it. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, because you're just going to reduce the inflammation in your body in those ways. Now, it's important to know, because for some of us, we have like food intolerances or allergies, right? And if we're not careful, we could have a food intolerance or an allergy that actually creates that inflammation within our body. So be cautious about that. Like some of us, we're just a little less intolerant to wheat, or we're less intolerant to dairy. Right. So looking at those intolerances and maybe shifting out of those. So you could go through and do a bit of an elimination diet, but really make sure that processed food, sugar, maybe the gluten, that those things are reduced within your diet. And that's not naturally occurring sugars that are in fruits and vegetables, or like really in fruits. It's more about the like really, really red, red your meat. Right. But yeah, so look at those things, right? The way that I do it is I personally, like, I'm a low meat diet. So that doesn't mean that I don't eat meat ever. I just make sure that the source of meat that I'm getting is as high quality as possible. But for the most part, I don't eat meat. Now, when I look at being a vegetarian, that would be I'm not vegan because I still eat eggs. And, one day I will move towards being completely vegetarian, but I'll still keep eating eggs and also eating dairy products. And the reason why is because I'm okay with the byproducts that animals create. And if they look at, well, there's, like eating soul, I won't, like the soul of something's, but I don't know, it's just different. Okay, I'm getting off on Natalie, with your birthday, are you November or are you October? So was it 10? I'm gonna give you your North Node real quick. Squirrel, totally squirrel, totally. I don't know where Mel is. Where Melinda? Where's my mom? Where's my wifey? I mean, you're wifey, but where's my wifey? So October 11th, 1986. Okay. And do you know the time? I always say. Yeah. And exactly. And same thing with me. I'll be mostly I will be vegetarian. Hi, sweetie. So Carolina, depending on how you pronounce the I, Carolina, because you're super anxious right now, do this. Take your fingers, run them around your eyes in a figure 8 motion. Okay. And you can do it fast. You can do it slow, whatever you feel. And what's going to end up happening is as you do it, eventually you're going to yawn. Eventually you're going to yawn or you're going to swallow. The reason why one of those two things happen is because this brings rest and digest on board, and rest and digest involves sleep and it involves digestion. So it'll make you either want to swallow or make you want to, okay, so we don't need to worry about the nighttime thing. Where are you? Where were you born? We won't worry about the date, the birth time then. Where were you born would be the next question. I'll tell you what your North Node is and then give you a little bit of insight into that. Sorry guys, we're having a bit longer of a, yeah. The reason why is because it's the bilateral stimulation between the eyes. So Trinidad and Tobago. All right. Oh, I gotta accept the terms of. All right. All righty. So you're Libra, Aquarius moon, and your North Node is Aries. Oh, so fun. Aries, so fun. Aries are like Aries are the babies of the astrological sign. Hi, Oliviera. So North Node in Aries suggests that so you are a warrior of yourself. You need to summon energy and courage required to express yourself with the full force of who you are. So that's what your North Node is asking you to do. Okay, after okay, so you're good at taking care of others, but you don't always take care of things and do it for yourself. So with Aries is the North Node in Aries. So your opposite would be Virgo, I believe. No, Aries is one. So Libra. Libra is the opposite of Aries. So you are really comfortable in relationships and taking care of other people, but not so good at being selfish, right? Which there's nothing, we all have to start with self and then move outward from there. And when you think about us all being connected, the better health you have, the better health the collective has. And when you fill your cup, then your cup overflows and starts to fill up everybody else's cups. So it's important to fill yours first, because if we don't fill our cup first and overflow into others, what we do is we take from our cup until our cup is empty, and then we burn out and we're no good to anybody. So that's what your goal is this year, is to focus on, or this is your goal in this lifetime, is to learn to embody yourself and who you are, and to move away from being all about everybody else, like the Libra sun. Okay, Liz. All right, we got off on a bit of a tangent there, guys. So Carolina. Yeah, so maybe when looking in your career, right, looking at something that is not taking care of other people, even though that's what you obviously would be good at, and it would be maybe your comfort zone, but stepping out into a space where you're not necessarily taking care of people as your position, right? Move towards something where it's a little more about your self-expression. Okay. All right, Liz, we got Aries and air. It was hard to say that. Aries and air. So you got Aries and air. Okay. So air is all about that open-minded, that objectivity, and they love learning. Like all the air signs have these same qualities, and they love learning. And you got the beautiful fire of Aries in there as well. And Aries is about independence, bravery, and passion. So what is something that you have passion for that you need to be learning right now? Or how can you maintain your independence in your open-mindedness, right? So sometimes we get around people and they make us close our minds, right? But we need to be opening our minds up, right? So how can you do that, or be brave in opening your mind, right? Quantum healing. Very much so. So learning, maybe that's what is calling you, is you have passion with quantum healing, and it's something that you want to go forth and do, and initiating that beautiful energy of Aries to go out and initiate things, to go get it done, right? Like Aries at least wants to start it. They may not want to finish it, but they like to start it, right? So definitely look at more opportunities and be brave and go and do that, right? So that new education, like that start of an education, very much resonates here. Hi, username 3. I like the threes. All right, after Liz, Mel. Ooh, I like that. Oh, hey, always listening to you. Thank you for subscribing. Mwah. Love you. I love that. You know, I have some seriously like really cool ideas. I just don't know how to do them. I kind of do, but maybe I should connect with my aunt. Oh, interesting. I need to find some furniture to repurpose. And some paint. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hi, Mel. All right, I got one card. That one would have been mine. Hi, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm like, we talked before, and I was like, yeah, definitely. You know what, Liz? I'll send you my link, or go to my website and book a clarity call. Just book a call, and we'll have a call. Okay, it'd be easier for you to book within my calendar or what the time is, than it would be for me. It'd just be easier that way. I'm like, you said we talked to each other, and I'm like, I don't know who this person. I'm like trying to place it, and I'm like. So thank you for clarifying that. That really, really, really helped me. I love it. Ooh. I love you. All right. I threw a bunch of cards. Oh, and I'll peek at them. You're like, she definitely looks confused. I can put you on the list for a card, love. Okay. Yes. All right. So, Mel, we got fire and we've got house 3. So, house 3 is the house of Gemini. And this is all about your early learning experiences. It's about your childhood relations. It's about your rational mind, and it's about communication. So that's really a lot of the characteristics that Gemini holds, right? Is that communication, being the butterfly. You know, they learn all these different things and then they flit around and they tell everybody all about it. So think about that young child that learns something and they'll be like, or they'll ask 1,000 questions, right? Why do we do it that way? Why? Right? Like that's kind of like that Gemini energy, right? And fire is passion. So what do you have passion? What do you have passion for that, you know, in that you could take on to learn, right? Where you might need to be brave, but it is talking about being brave and passionate, right? And confidence. So, you know, fire signs, they tend to have a lot of confidence, right? When you think about Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they tend to be fairly confident, right? They're very passionate signs. They tend to have a lot of bravery, and they're very optimistic. Like if you want optimism, step into my room, and I will give you a lot of uplifting optimism. So depending on what you're asking the question about, right? This could be a call for you to embrace some new education, some new learning with some passion, like bring some passion to it, or to be optimistic about the situation that you're asking for the clarity about, right? And yeah, so I'd have to have a little more information about feed my soul full. I like that. I like that. Oh, definitely, Alicia. Yeah. So yeah, beautiful energy together. Okay, there is that transcendence that's coming in. You know, you're destined to release any, like those things from childhood that are possibly holding you back, right? There is a merging or coming together that's going to happen in the future as well, right? So this could be somebody steps into your life and says, you know, like, I'm going to open your mind. I'm going to educate you, right? I'm going to show you new information. I'm going to give you new information, and it's going to ignite a passion within you to keep going on in that direction, right? And just be confident. Just embrace that confidence, right? Just embrace that confidence. I love that. Connect if you'd like. I can help you with that. I can definitely help you with some inner child healing. All right. After Mel is Mayuma. I love you. Oh no, what's up with that, Mayuma? Is it too much smoke in Ontario? Just can't handle us today? You're welcome now. All righty, Mayuma. I think we lost a few people. I feel like we're like not everybody's nice. Okay, so for Mayuma, we got house 8 and north node. So your north node, again, you're destined to have a spiritual awakening. You're destined to have a transformation, right? So good morning, Anna. How are you? Thank you for the flowers. Thank you. I don't know who else is watching on there. I know Jess is one, but whoever else is still there, say hello. Love you. Love you for watching. All right, so looking for Mayuma. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay. Hi, Jeet. I'll put you on the list. It's just you. Well, it says 3 people are viewing, so somebody's viewing from another stream. You might be the only one viewing on the Divine Femme, but I did broadcast. I think I broadcasted to even my profile and my business page today. I did stop doing that to make it more of this was like an exclusive thing, but this week I just decided whatever. Whatever. Alrighty. You just asked Spiral, and just like that, boom, you're on the list. Okay, so I'm just checking to make sure that Mayuma can hear me because she's been having a little bit of difficulty staying in. So I'm going to put 8 and north. Okay, so the energy, but no, that's okay. You can't. You're not in control of what's going on with the internet, with your connection. I'm sure if you were in control of your connection, we'd be connected really solidly right now, right? So you don't have to apologize. Scarface came into the room. So North Node and Scorpio. So you are destined to have what Scorpio or House 8 represents, right? So destined to have, you're moving towards this space. And House 8 is talking about transcendence and spirituality and karma and facing your fears and legacies. So it's beautiful energy, right? Hello, LZ. So I am going to read a little bit from House 8 as soon as I find it in here. Okay, so House 8, I'll read the little thing. Sounds good. So can you imagine life is happening for you, not to you? You've been given perfect challenges to highlight the snags of your soul and the perfect gifts to support your healing. Can you let every experience of pain or pleasure work through you? This means loving with an open palm, which is how we should be loving. In our relationships, it should be an open palm, right? We should be, because when you close the palm and you're clinging or holding on to or restricting or controlling, right? That just makes not good relationships, right? So open palm. I used to say love, the best love is the love that the door is wide open, right? There's no trying to keep someone trapped, right? So this means loving with an open palm, being open to loss, trusting the universe will carry you to your next chapter. The physical happenings of your life exist to deliver the medicine you need, and sometimes the healing comes in letting go. Surrender and deepen your connection to the spiritual nature of life. Okay, so that's what you're destined to move towards. You're destined to move towards being a little, being open, like being more open, and then allowing yourself to delve into spirituality a bit more. And I know you're spiritual. I know you are, but letting go and surrendering is what you're called to do at this time. Okay. Hello, spiritual amethyst. How are you, love? All right. After Mayuma is Courtney. Are you still here, Courtney? Are you still there, Courtney? I know we lost some people, so definitely I'll put you on the list, sweetie. Oh, yay, thank you. So I'm doing cards, Mar. So if you want a card, you can ask for a card. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm not seeing LZ. You can definitely be put on the list. I'll put everybody on the list. The only thing you have to do to receive your card is stick around long enough to get it. Because sometimes I get swirling around and I just forget things. So I'm going to write down those for Courtney in case she comes back. I put you on the list, Mar. All righty. So Oliviera is next. I'm just going to wait to see Oliviera because I know that we've definitely handled. Perfect. I just figured I'd give myself some likes. I'm missing Mel, my Melinda. She did not show up this morning, and Melinda is so good at tech. Be all like a child, like I'm crying. Where's my Melinda? She's so good with the likes. Oh, look it, we hit daily number 81, guys. I didn't even notice that. Thank you. All right. So for you, we got yang and sextile. So sextile is a position that happens with planets. And when planets are in sextile, what that's talking about is a combination of tension and flow, right? And it's a potential and a rewarding, a rewarding situation. But in order to get to that rewarding situation, you definitely have to be proactive. So yang is the masculine, divine masculine kind of energy. That's the go out and do. Like that's the very much, I'm gonna make it happen, right? So this is an expression. And so there is whatever is going on, because this is talking about doing and forward motion, and this is talking about stepping into flow. So you are going to be moving through whatever that opposition is and getting to a state of flow. You just have to be active in getting there. You have to be moving forward, like proactive in so it's calling you to do something, to move out of this state of opposition and into flow. So that could be healing, could be something, could be changing something that's, happening, like do something differently to move out of that space. But there's something on, yeah. So definitely. Okay. Alrighty. Kita, are you still there, Kita? Kita. It's like I'm calling cats to the table. Kita, here, Kita. Yes, let's do it. You can come and have a vacation here, okay, Olivia? It's by the water. It's close to the water. I'm sure that there's other spaces that you could, you could just come down here and have a vacation. And Jeet, you're on the list. You're just lower on the list, okay, love? We're on Kita if she shows up. All right. Yay. I'm going to write Kita's cards down because I'm not hearing from her. Right? Water is like one of my favorite things. I put up a new video yesterday with like from the lake, and just 3 minutes of sitting there, or not 3 minutes, maybe a solid minute anyway. It felt like 3 minutes though, of just the water and cast. Oops. All righty. Carla, are you still there, my love? Ooh. Water is so healing. So is Carla still here? All right, I'm gonna write these down for Carla just in case she comes back, because we've had some inconsistencies. Good morning, Ashley. How are you, love? This is how we move quickly through the list, because like I said, you just have to stick around to be able to hear your card, and if you don't stick around, then you miss out. Lake Ontario. Like I can see the lake across, like right through between the two houses that are on the lake. I can see right through there, and I have a house that's there that lets me go through. Ooh, Portugal, so nice, very nice. Yeah, I love Lake Ontario. It's one of the deepest lakes, like really deep. So I love the space that I'm in, because I can. People across there were really generous and said that I could use their yard to cross to get to the lake. I could use their yard to get access, as long as I'm not bringing parties through. And Julie, Julie's your card. Julie's next. So we have Julie, witchy kind of woman, Jess on Facebook, and then Mel, Watson Mel. Okay. Oh, nice. So I have this where I'm living right now. Like I can walk across there, get to the lake. I can walk the other way and I get to see, nope, mummified, but you're coming. You're not far off yet. You're on the list a little bit further down, Alicia, but you're coming too. Mel. You just get a whole bunch of Mels. Okay. So Julie, we got air and trine. So trine again is another planetary alignment, right? So this alignment of these trine. So this is open-mindedness with the air, right? Like think about the air element. It's just very like flowy, right? So it's open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So that's what the air, all of the air elements. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius all have these traits in common. Air is a mental, is about the mental, right? So it's all open-mindedness, objectivity, and again, they love to learn, right? Love to learn. So, ooh, that is so pretty. See, Oliviera, she's like, I'm going to win that 1 hour. I'm going to win that quantum mind, body, spirit healing session. Oliviera is like, probably, I'm pretty sure you're on the top of the list. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So trine, trine is talking about angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. Okay. Hi, Nebraska. How are you, love? And so when we're looking at that, how does that play? Yep. The number one who gifts across any of the platforms. Oh, no. Hi, Granny Debbie. How are you, love? Oh, I love you. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful day. Are you able to suss out who it is? Definitely Nebraska. Definitely. Oh, not in that space, though. There. Yeah, so much love in here. We got to just cast it out with all of our love. So trine, so where can you, so whatever you're looking at, learning, or you're looking at evolving towards, whatever your open mind, like whatever's bringing in, like mentally, whatever's coming up for you, know that you have that angelic support there, and that you are working towards harmony of your thoughts, right? Harmony of your mental game is what I was going to say. Harmony of your mental game. How are you, Granny? Right? Does that make sense to you? And actually, what I'm going to do, let's look at. We'll read one of the air element. I think the air element. I like that. So I'm going to assume you're from Nebraska. So when we look at air, this is going to give you some suggestions. Okay, so spend your time in imagination and allow your mind to open. Oh, nice. I'm in Canada as well. Welcome new and unusual thoughts and ideas. This is a powerful time to stargaze and visualize the future of your dreams. If you feel called, share your musings with another and follow the meandering trail of mental collaboration, and know that it will be angelically supported, right? Your mission will be supported. So as a more long-term practice, permit healthy detachment from zooming out from your day-to-day reality. Remain open, keep learning, and expanding with the breath of life. And never forget, every beautiful reality begins as a fantasy. Okay? I love it. I love it. Okay, so next after Julie is Witchy Kind of Woman. Are you still there, my love? Are you there, Witchy? I feel like she's not. I feel like she fell out. Yes, it's a very good message, love. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Alrighty, so we got Witchy Kind of Woman. If I don't see Witchy Kind of Woman pop up, after is Jess. Oh, I think we're just going to do Jess right now. As soon as I said Jess, that card flew out. Jess. Oh, that one was really close. We're going to let it come out on its own though. Yeah, not seeing Witchy Kind of Woman. Whoa. Almost dropped them, Jess. Thank you for all the gifts. Hi, Jen. How are you? Whoa, Jess, they're flying now. That North Node has been coming up a lot. Did you know what's really cool is Mars is in Venus. No, Mars and Venus. There's something about Mars and Venus right now. I don't know. My brain just lost it as soon as it came in. Oh, I put Anne on there, and then we'll get in there and we'll put Anne Jen. Oh, where are you coming from? Elope? Where you want to move from? Or are you just meaning come to Canada for a visit? Are you ready, Jess? Are you ready? Nepal. Nice. Why do you want to come to Canada? I'm curious. I think all of us Canadians would be like, why do you want to come here? I mean, it's beautiful land. Okay, Jess, are you listening? Are you ready? Are you ready? So we've got Mars and Venus, and we've got North Node and House 4. So House 4 is the house of Cancer. So that's all about like your home life. It's all about nurturing. The thing about there's protection here as well, right? Because you think about the crab that occupies House 4. That crab has that shell that protects them, right? And once you get through the shell, it's good. It's all soft and cushy. But you got to get past. You got to breach the defenses with the crab. But House 4 being the house of Cancer, it's really talking about your home, right? So this, like, we know, right? So you have Mars, which is talking about defending, like move forward and defend. So Mars is the god of war, right? So Mars is the god of war. And when you see Mars all like relaxed and put down his weapon and, like he's just chilling out, it's when he's with Venus, the goddess of love, right? So Mars and Venus, they have a beautiful love story to share together. And you're destined to have that. You're destined to have that beautiful love. So Mars and Venus is to give and receive love and to find value and see beauty. Okay. And you're destined to have all of this stuff, right? You're destined to move towards this combination. And whether or not this is like a male and female, the definite male-female vibes that are coming, with your beautiful home, you're going to have this beautiful home with this wonderful male-female lovely energy. And you're destined to have that, right? So it's like it's telling you you're destined to have a beautiful relationship. Although, maybe Mars will be a little bit challenging at times, but Venus, she can subdue that boy. She can subdue him. Beautiful. Canada is beautiful. I will say that. Which card? Tell me which card, Jess, out of the 4. Do you want to hear the message from? Do you want Mars, Venus, House 4, or the North Node red? You let me know which one you want red. Oh, more coffee. I'll take that because my coffee's going to be cold. Cheers. You let me know which message you want. Mars? Okay. I like it. Let's see what Mars has to say. Yeah, this is that Heavenly Bodies astrology deck. I just love this deck, and the more I play with it, the more I love it. The sun, the moon, the Mercury, Venus, Mars. Okay, so Mars. Harness your inner soldier and accomplish something today. Chip away at a small, nagging item on your to-do list or begin a longer project. Perhaps you've been swimming with ideas and inspiration, not knowing where to begin. Streamline your attention and take one assertive step toward your dream reality. This energy may also come as a sign to slow down and reevaluate what is you're working toward. Have you been soldiering on, unclear of what it is you're fighting for? With tunnel vision, your goal may be a mirage after all. What are your true desires? You have divine support in bringing them to life, but the power is yours to begin. So get some clarity on what it is you want to bring to you, and then allow that support to get there, that angelic support. And I think that's a really, a strong message for you. It's just that clarity, right? Like you're really seeking clarity, clarity in a lot. Mr. Riley, it's been so long. Mr. Riley, how are you doing? How are you? All right. After Jess is Mel. Okay, yeah, Mel. So we got Mel, Ninja Mama. If everybody's here. Okay, so just remember that. This is if everybody is here. So we've got Mel, Ninja Mama, Mama 5, Alicia, Anna, and then Jeet. Okay. And if you need to go because you have something that you have to go and do, that you can't stay till your card is read, you can always ask if those ahead of you are okay with you being bumped, but otherwise you just have to wait for your turn. Okay, but right now it's Mel. And then after G, we can finish doing the list. A Spiral, Spiritual Amethyst, LZ, Mar, Nebraska, and then Ann, Jen. So there you go. That's the whole list. There's no chance for your answer? Oh, no, there's definitely chance for my answer. All right, so Mel, we've got Leo and Jupiter so far that came out. You're welcome, Jess. Okay. Oh, and that. Mutable. Okay. We've got Leo. Okay, so Leo is all about your self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. The Jupiter is all about growing and expanding. I am JJ. And then we've got surrender from mutable, the mutable signs. So the mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Okay, so those are the mutable signs. Oh, Carol, I did not see you. I've got you on the list right now. Okay. And mutable. Okay, so mutable is talking about surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. Okay, so there's a call to be self-confident in this, but you're growing and expanding. And it could be that you're moving towards something that you really, whether it's education, whether it's spiritually, like you're opening yourself up and you're growing and change and evolving, right? But just surrender to what's coming up. Love you, Jeet. Okay, so there is that surrender to coming up. So which one would you like to hear? Jupiter, mutable, or Leo? Mel, I will read one of them for you. Ooh, cool. You just asked JJ and I put you on the list, and then you just have to stick around long enough to hear it. Change position a little bit. Leo? Okay, I'll read you Leo. And JJ, I'll put you on the list. Okay. Let's see what Leo has to say. Okay. Do you ever morph into an unnatural shape to fit in or avoid taking up too much space? Your angels have come to say, you are perfect and lovable just as you are, a beautiful, unique soul. Authentic self-expression is your birthright. Recognize where you twist and shrink and allow yourself to express more freely. Live out loud and give energy to things that ignite genuine joy and passion within. Move away from relationships that dim your light. Wear your eccentricities. Wow, I cannot say that this morning. With pride. So be weird and enjoy it and wear it with pride. That's what that's saying. Being true to yourself is a noble act, inspiring others to do the same. All right, I love it. I love it. Yes. All righty. After Mel is Ninja Mama. I didn't see her yet, but Ninja Mama, if you're there, let me know. Look, and I'm going to help. It's only 200. It's going to go really, 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 really fast. Yeah, be your weird, beautiful, weird self. You're unique, and we need unique. We need all of our uniqueness, right? We need all of the uniqueness. Think how boring the world would be if all there were violins, right? What makes it beautiful is that we have all different kinds of instruments that are able to make music, right? That's what gives us a symphony. I'm doing a whole bunch of likes on it. I'm gonna tell some, you got to beat me. You got to beat me on the likes. Although Mel Watson is a rapidy tapper too. 328 likes in one go. All right. So then Mama 5, are you there, Mama 5? And after Mama 5, Anna, are you there? And then after Anna is Spiral. Okay, Mama 5. Mom of 5. That's house of 12. I'm gonna read house 12 because it's come out a couple of times. And I think that the message in house 12 is really good. A little bit of dry lip. Oh, it's being stubborn. There we go. Oh, you got 11 and 12. House 11 and 12. Okay, so house 11 and 12. 11 is the house of Aquarius and 12 is the house of Pisces. Okay, so house 11 is talking about friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Whereas house 12 is talking about spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. So I'm going to read house 12 for you, okay, to see how this works together. But you know, there's a call to definitely, because house 11 is about intellect as well, because Aquarius is an air sign that rules that sign. So that's a thing as well. That's something to consider as well. Okay, so house 12. Move away. Oh, no, we read house 12. House 12 was the move away from sweeping statements of I am happy, I am depressed, I am success, I am failure, he is good, he is bad, this is my life, forgive. I already read this one today. I'm going to read house 11 instead then. So humans are meant to commune and collaborate, yet so often beings feel lonely, alien, and out of place. Consider the person you have grown into. What are your current passions and interests? What are your philosophical, spiritual, or humanitarian beliefs? Has your tribe evolved with you, or are you feeling misplaced? So it could be looking for a new group of friends that aligns more with how you think and feel, so that you can step into that beautiful, uniqueness that you are, right? Step into yourself, your authenticity. No smack about Aquarius. No smack. I love my Aquarius. Begin sharing the lens through which you see life. Reveal who you are. The universe is working to bring like-minded friends into your life, but you need to express your beautiful truth so kindred spirits can find you. Right? I love it. And Aquarius is forward thinking. Aquarius are humanitarians. Aquarius are unique, right? Like there's so much beauty in Aquarius. Like if you want to have a really great conversation, go find someone that's Aquarius. I'm sure they can talk about a bunch of different things a lot, right? Go Aquarius. Right, I love it. Oh, hey, Sherlock. Yay. I love you too, Mom. Okay, after Mama 5, Alicia. Oh, they came out real fast. Oh, you've got some conflicts going around, right? Finding out I got a lot of Aquarius in the mix today. I think JJ didn't want to wait. I think JJ didn't want to wait. Hi, Sherlock. Is that really your first name, Sherlock? That would be so cool. We got Sherlock and Watson in the crew. Like, what the heck? So, Nebraska came in and said there was some demon energy in there, right? So we had some demon energy in here somewhere. There was some demon energy. We got that demon energy. We got Sherlock and we got Watson. You guys go suss it out, okay? You guys go find it. You guys go crack this mystery. Hi, cosmic mystical goddess. We just said it had to go and it went, right? Okay, so for my beautiful Alicia, we have Neptune, sextile, and square. Okay, so these two planetary alignments are not the same. It's like the square transitions into sextile, right? A square is a challenging situation. So if you're looking in your astrological birth chart, like your natal chart, and you see that you have signs that are square to each other, that's where there's a challenge. Like that's a challenge within your life or within your personality that you're going to have to deal with within your nature. So challenges are there. Sextile is where we have a combination of that tension, but there's also that flow. Okay, so there's that flow. So there is potential and a rewarding situation coming up. So what are you going to do to get with it? You're going to dream and transcend. So I'm going to read Neptune. I'm going to read Neptune to see what Neptune's asking you to do. Okay, so let's see what Neptune's all about. Okay. So the great dissolver reveals how thin the veil truly is between worlds. Reality is more psychedelic than your five senses allow you to believe. Your angels invite you to get lost in your imagination with the wonder of a child. With curiosity, explore energy work and spiritual modalities. Deepen your connection to the divine. Engage in acts of selfless service and feel your interconnectedness. The ethereal realms communicate through your subconscious, so honor your dreams and write them down before they're lost in daylight. Let their images and meanings percolate. Extract wisdom and inspiration from these experiences. They will support you in living more deeply. Okay, so that's going to help you transition out of that challenging situation, right? Look to your dreams for answers to help you move from that challenge and into flow, to show you how, like, to guide you on where to go and how to go, right? Just beautiful. Okay, after Alicia is Anna, if she's there. If not, Spiral, and then Spiritual. Okay, and then LZ, Mar, Nebraska, and Jen, which I put down both names. Carol and JJ, if JJ's still there, but I don't know. All right, so let's see. Is Anna there? Got to do healing someday soon. Someday soon, we got to do some healing. I love you dearly too. I love your energy. I love you. All right, on to Spiral. Is Spiral still here? And if Spiral's not here, then on to Spiritual Amethyst. Hi, Starseed. Yeah, if you go to my website, just set up a call. Okay, just set up a call. Yeah, rarely anymore. Usually I just do the collective reading, but maybe today I will. Maybe today I'll do a reading for myself. I did a reading the other day actually, and then I recorded it and shared it with other people. Okay, Spiral, I have not heard from you, but I'm gonna write down the 2 cards. House 12 has come out. Oh, hi. Perfect. Yeah, definitely set up a call. Spiral's here. I see him. So we got Pluto in house 12. So this is a lot of like transformation and transcendence. So that's the energy that's here right now, is you're in a transformational time. You're transcending. And it's important to pay attention to like the spiritual information that's coming up at this time, like where you're feeling the need to align with. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to like your knowing, and that like any of the, like, I don't know how with your psychic gifts, how many of them are developed. But pay attention to your intuition, your inner knowing, and allow it to guide you, right? And there may be some karma stuff that's coming up that's allowing you to deal with it and move through it, to do that healing journey. Okay, so I'm gonna read Pluto, because let's find out what Pluto has to say. While the phone call interrupts. Ooh, Pluto. So Pluto. In the spirit of transformation, remove your armor and connect with your naked essence. This energy comes to free you from the chains of identity and the story of who you think you are. Call on courage and face the sometimes painful truth of what's no longer serving you. Summon bravery and begin the process of letting go. Open to your boundless nature and allow this regenerative process to leave you cleansed and renewed. Your rebirth starts within and will surely echo outwards. So beautiful message for you, Spiral. Next is Spiritual Amethyst. Okay, so Spiritual Amethyst. Are you still there, JJ? You're not that far away from getting your card read if you are. Very cool. Spiritual Amethyst. I like this. So we got spiritual, then after spiritual is LZ. So just let me know if you're there, or LZ. Let me know that you're still there. After LZ is Mar. Let me know if you're still there. And then after Mar is Nebraska. Let me know if you're still there. And where in Canada? You didn't say that. Where you are in Canada, Nebraska, if you're still here. I'm curious. Hi, Mar. Good. Just trying to get one more card. I mean, typically I was doing only one, but hi. So you're coming up in, well, next, if that was good. Just all of them coming out. Ooh, there's a lot of energy. So Spiritual Amethyst got double Virgo, really. She got house 6, which is the house of Virgo, and Virgo itself. So those 2 energies, this is your daily habits. This is acts of service. This is, like there's a lot of perfectionism energy within Virgo as well. But this is like health, like your health and stuff like that. So that's coming up, like a lot of health, and your daily, ooh. Sorry, I just had to sit for a second, because you saying that your mom was Virgo and getting both the Virgo and the house. Yeah, she didn't step in to say anything. I was checking to see if your mom was there and wanted to say something, and if this was her just reaching out just to give you a message, because we had house 8 as well, and house 8 is the house of Scorpio, right? Which is mystery, karma, stuff like that. But she didn't step forward. She's like, she's back more. She's like, no, it's okay. She'll come and give you the message. And she's like, yeah, I'll talk directly to her. I don't need you. I don't need you to, to come forward. So we got those, but we've also got Jupiter, which is about growth and expansion. So Virgo is integrity, reverence, and service. Okay, so those are the energies of Virgo. And that's packed with the house 6, which is the house of Virgo, which is talking about establishing a foundation. It's health, daily life, and practical details, right? So that's the energy between these two cards of Virgo. And house 8 is talking about transformation, karma, facing fears and legacies. And you're talking about your daughter being Scorpio, your mom being Virgo, and legacies, right? So, and this one here is all about growth and expansion. So what is something that you can expand into or grow into that's going to allow you to leave a legacy? Or is your daughter is your daughter open spiritually, psychically? Like, or is there a way to help her grow into that, to connect to her psychic gifts so that she can grow and expand? And is your daughter able to connect with your mom? And then let me know, which one of these beauties do you want me to read? She's not interested in trying. She's like, no. So let me know which one of these. Do you want Virgo, house 6, house 8, or Jupiter read? Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. So this, there's more messages that can come from this, but you let me know which one of these 4 cards you want. Jupiter? Okay. I like reading Jupiter as well. Let's read Jupiter. Try not to clear my board of all the names. That'd be fun. All right, Jupiter. Is there a foreign subject, spiritual practice, or philosophical book you're called to? Have you considered a trip to a far-off land? Now is the time to broaden your perspective and grow beyond your current reality. Good morning, love. How are you, Debbie? Love you. This is a time to open your mind and explore new things, especially your personal philosophy and sense of faith. Step outside your comfort zone in small ways every day. Remain curious and seeking. Allow your perspective to shift with all you discover. Remember, expansion is not something to seek, but something to invite. I love that message of Jupiter, right? I love that message of Jupiter. And that is what this is talking about. House 8 being that transcendence, being that the healing and karma and all of those things. So how can you shift those, right? And this is just beautiful. Right? Then we have house 6, which is about those daily habits. So how can you embody more spiritual practices within your daily habit that's going to allow you to grow and expand, right? What are different things that you can do to allow yourself to grow and expand that's on a daily basis? Like maybe reestablishing a meditation practice, or doing more prayer, or in getting into nature. Right. And definitely there's growth and expansion that needs to happen. Getting outside of your comfort zone is the one way to do that. Okay. All right. After spiritual, I did not see LZ at all come up and say, hey. So we're going to move on to Mar. And then I'm going to see, is Nebraska and Jen. I know Carol's here. I've seen Carol. And JJ, I think JJ left. So we're looking for Mar right now. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Hey, it's June. I love it. You're so welcome. All right, not seeing nobody coming up there. All right, Mar it is, and then we're going to ask everybody who else is on the list that wants a card, and then we'll go from there. Oh, Mar. We got Cancer, Aries, and we got 3 signs came out. 3 signs came out. So we got Aries, Cancer, and Gemini. And actually, this would go like this. So, you know what you need to do, Mr. Riley? You need to wake up Melinda. Send her a message. Send her like, wake up. Go, I'm in the live with Tanya, but you're not here. Come. And send her that message. So for Mar, hi love. She's up. So for Mar, we got Cancer, which is about home, nurturing, comfort. It's the mom sign, right? Like it's the sign of the home of the moon. So it's about emotions. It's the nurturing, like I said, the mom of the sun of the astrological signs. We've got Gemini. Gemini is like, you know, like that teenager that's out there, like, you know, getting all like very like maybe a younger children, right? Like really like out there, like want to learn. She's curious. She's like just really like going to gather knowledge. There's a lot of curiosity. There's a lot of networking, like socializing. So you think about the teenager that's always out there, like hanging out with other people, and you know they're interested in all these things and whatever, right? And then you've got Aries. Now Aries are the infants. They're the babies, right? They're the babies. But they are the initiators. They're independent. They're brave. They're passionate. So you've got all of this beautiful energy that came out. And it's interesting that you're a mom of three and got three signs, 3 star signs, and all at the beginning. The only one you're missing from the beginning is Taurus, like because it goes Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, right in order. Which one of these would you like the message from? Because I'll read the message from one of these cards for you. Aries, Gemini, or Cancer. Oh, somebody's pulling my hair. Oh. Gemini. Okay. I like doing it this way, giving you the option between the cards and just reading one of them. I really like this. I might keep this. So Gemini. There is beauty and freedom in lightening your connection to the earth. While your deep connections and commitments are an important part of life, there is also value in detachment. Where can you lighten up and stop taking things so seriously? Where can you step outside of your routine and infuse some versatility? Experiment with different ways of responding to life, approaching them as playful taste tests, seeking new experiences and light connections. Open your mind and welcome energetic movement. Play with letting life pass through you and not holding on to things so tightly. Detachment's a great thing, right? Rather than like being clingy and holding on to things. So allowing yourself to open up and not feel so like tied to everything, so attached, right? So letting go a bit. And Aries will give you the bravery to do that, right? Aries is a very brave sign. You know, they tend to charge head first and, you know, maybe consider things a little bit later on. But they are very passionate, you know, let's go energy. Cancer, that's about like it's protection, right? That hard shell that protects them, while inside they're soft and squishy. You just have to get past their protective shell, and then they're very loving and nurturing, right? And I believe that you're doing a lot of that. If you've got 3 kids, you're definitely doing a lot of nurturing, right? And you're probably getting a ton of why questions. I feel like there's somebody in your life right now that's like, why? But why? But why? Right? But definitely that call to let go of attachment. Okay. And just, yeah, just enjoy the stages that they're at because it moves. That's hilarious that he's a Taurus. The one sign that you're missing was the Taurus from the first 4. What are the signs of your other children? Hi, Lopez. Is Nebraska there? Gemini, nice. And Aquarius, ooh, nice. Yay. Right? Scorpio, nice. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly what you need to do. We become the parent that we always wanted. We become the parents that we always wanted. Sometimes healing your inner child means applying discipline to the situation because we maybe had lax boundaries or didn't really have discipline, like not the right kind of discipline. Sometimes we had overbearing discipline in other areas or it was super strict, but we still have to have a little bit of discipline, right? Discipline, like, eating your fruits and vegetables, making sure that you have a good sleep schedule, making sure that you're incorporating exercise within your day, following through on your commitments, filing your taxes, like things like that. Like you have to be that parent. But the rest of it, there's oftentimes what we do to heal our inner child is allowing it the opportunity to play, because maybe we had to grow up and we became adultified very young, right? So everybody's like, oh, she's so mature for her age. Well, because she had to be, not because she wanted to be. She missed that developmental stage, right? So you get to go back and say, I'm going to play, right? I need to play. I need to allow my inner child the opportunity to wake up on a Saturday morning, get a bowl of sugary cereal, sit in front of the TV and watch cartoons, and then maybe do some coloring in a color book or, do something creative to bring about that childlike enthusiasm. Get a thing of bubbles from the store and go outside and blow bubbles. It's something that really brings about innocence and that youthfulness to you, right? So definitely, that's one of the things that I did to heal my inner child for sure. Alrighty. So I didn't see anything from Nebraska, and that makes me sad. He was so cute, came in with his cowboy hat, saying Nebraska, but from Canada, and then didn't stick around for his card. He just came in to tell us we had a demon so we could get that energy out of here. So after Nebraska, is Jen there? And Jen, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Just love that little kid inside of you. And you know what? We're going to connect another time. Oh, love. How can you apply the love to yourself? Like going through a breakup is challenging, right? So one thing you have to do is give yourself time and recognize that a lot of times what we end up doing is, the reason why is because is a couple of points. One, we've crafted this whole future, right? We've determined this whole future with this person. We've already dreamed it into being in our mind. We've been like, this person's, it's going to last, obviously if you're in a relationship with them, the thought is that it's going to last forever, that it's a good relationship. So you start concocting, like you're building a future in your mind, imagining it. And then when the relationship ends, it comes into that space of, oh my God, that future that I've imagined is no more, right? So then you have to start to paint. So spend some time envisioning a beautiful future where you've met your divine partner who loves you the way that you want and deserve to be loved. And there's a beautiful, respectful relationship with good boundaries of interdependence where you do your thing, they do their thing, and you commingle to do your, like the combined things. There's support and growth and, lots and lots of love. Right. So envision that relationship coming to you to take place of the view of the future that you had, that imagining of the future with that person that you were with. So it doesn't matter if it was, a shorter term relationship or a longer term relationship. There's no, there's no definitive timeline for healing through a broken heart, right? Sometimes it propels us to go on a healing journey, and it's exactly what we need to do, right? So we tend to heal through struggles and pain, right? And heartbreak. They're the three, catalysts that usually propel us towards change. So just start crafting that, envisioning it. Envision, what does a healthy, happy relationship look like to you? And how are you providing that to yourself initially, right? So since Nebraska didn't say anything, Ann Jen, are you there? And if Ann Jen isn't, then I'm going to move right on to Carol. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's the best way to do it. Like every time that, you go through a breakout, just give all the love that you wanted to give to somebody else to yourself. Okay. Hi, Ann. Hi, Irvi. I can put you on the list. Driving. Alrighty. Careful driving. Oh, those ones flew right out. I don't know why that stopped. For some reason, my thing... I'll pick one. Okay. So we've got Mars, we've got Chiron, and we've got Gemini. Okay. So we've had Gemini before, and Gemini is talking about curiosity, intellect, and networking. Chiron is the wounded healer. So the wounded healer, he's all about the hurts that you've suffered and healing them. So it's about healing those hurts. And Mars is asking you to move forward and to defend yourself. So we already read the Mars card, so I'm not going to read Mars. And I think we've read Gemini, but I'm going to read Chiron because I think this is the message that really, really is going to resonate the best with you. And then I'll summarize and give some more message from that. All right, let's look at Chiron. I just love these cards. They're just beautiful. So Chiron, what is your great spiritual journey? Can you identify with a common thread between the situations that have caused you the most anguish? So that's like looking at, oh, this relationship and that relationship and that relationship. They've all been unhealthy, toxic relationships. So when you look at all those relationships, you could also say, okay, every time I get into a relationship, I get into a relationship with someone that's controlling. So that's the common theme, is I have unhealthy relationships with controlling men. Or every time I get into a relationship, I get into a relationship with somebody and they cheat on me, therefore making me feel like I'm not good enough. So there's the common theme of I'm not good enough. So then you can look at I'm not good enough that is what you are, that's what you need to work on and heal, right? Is that I'm not good enough. So then you won't go forward and find a relationship that's going to mirror that lack of, those feelings within yourself, the feeling that you're not good enough. So really important to work through that. Do you have an unnameable dooming trait within that you consider your fatal flaw? That's an important one. Oh, itchy nose. That's an important one, right? So because no characteristics of yourself are fatal. None of them are, right? Like, so sometimes we'll be like, oh, I'm a procrastinator, and that, or what I'm trying to think, or maybe I'm lazy. Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. I'm sorry that you're having a hard day with your daughter. I'm sorry that you're having a hard day with your daughter, Carla. So with self-compassion, explore your shame. And once you do, practice owning it and even loving it. So I'm going to tell you guys a story. This is a pretty deep story. And I hope that this doesn't upset people because it is a tough story. This was my big shame. So as a child, I experienced a lot of sexual abuse. And when I was 9 years old, we had the Scholastic Book Fair come to our school, and we were poor. We moved around a lot. A lot of times we were on welfare, like government assistance, or a variety of other things. So I had this huge shame story that I kept with me. And when we had this Scholastic Book Fair come, I asked for money. I love books. That's how I escaped from my trauma. I read a lot. I drew. I wrote stories. Like, I just stayed in my mind, trying to like hunker down and avoid everything else. So plus it was cheap to get a pencil and paper because I got them for school. So that was another reason why I really like doing those activities. So when I was 9 and the Scholastic Book Fair came and I really wanted to get books, like I really, really, really wanted to get books, and I couldn't get any money from my mom. I actually went downstairs. We lived in a duplex upstairs, downstairs, and the neighbor downstairs, I offered to let him touch me for money. And he did. And I thought for the rest of my life, I felt like I had corrupted this poor man, not realizing that, a normal healthy male wouldn't have taken me up on my offer. He would have taken me to get help, understanding that there was something bad had happened to me for me to be 9 and doing that, offering that. Because even then, when you're looking at back when I was 9, right? So many moons ago, when I was 9, things weren't as highly sexualized as it is nowadays, right? But we're much more like they use the all of TV and movies and Disney, and like there's so much sex in our and like that stuff that we're seeing for our, like, with our children, with adults, with everything, right? So I put that little girl, that I'm getting warm thinking about that. I put that little 9-year-old in a closet and I locked her away. I was so ashamed of her. I was so ashamed that I did that. And, like that was where I disowned that part of myself, because I was like, oh my God, I corrupted this man. Like, what kind of person does that? What child goes and offers that, and does that to a human being? Right. And I was so didn't want that part of me. As I went through my healing journey, I realized how much love that 9-year-old needed. Like, as a mom now, if I had a child that ever did that, I would be like, what happened to that poor soul, that she would feel that that was something that she would even offer? Like, what had happened to her that would make her think to offer that to somebody? And I would nurture her and love her and get her help and protect her, right? So that's what I had to give to my inner child, to bring my inner child back to me and be like, it's okay. I love you. I love you. Right. So look at those parts of shame that you have within yourself and understand that oftentimes those parts of shame that come up for you are the parts of yourself that need the most love, because they were the most hurt parts of you as a child. Right. So yeah, I was just a baby at that point, right? So, and so it's just something that, like I had learned very early on in my life. Like, to me, that's all I was. That's what you did. There was, if you've been grown and raised in that, you still think that that's what you're meant for, right? So if you ever see a child who is, very sexually ahead of their time, right? Think about what they've experienced, maybe, to be in that state. Like, what they, why would a child think about sex at all? Like, aside from, like, children can feel, it is a tiara. It's a crystal tiara with citrine. So that's the important thing to stress is, remember that oftentimes just look at what led to that behavior or that experience, right? Sometimes we get into that shame because our families made us feel shame for who we were. They didn't accept us for who they were. They wouldn't listen to the things that we had to say when we were trying to express our true selves. So we started to hide our true selves. So there's other ways that we come to get shame, whether it's through our experience of it or through somebody else making us feel like we were not accepted, that there was something inherently wrong with who we were at the core. Not that we did something wrong, but that we ourselves were wrong. So that comes up from a lot of, like, abusive or neglective child homes experiences that you've had, that you could get into that where you feel very shame towards yourself. It could be shame towards an experience or shame towards yourself as a whole. So working on that is understanding you are love. You're the divine expression of love. Yes. Right. And I mean, just, it's we're getting better, luckily, because we're waking up and understanding, hey, you can't just, tell your kids what was the statement that we got as children? Get outside. If you don't get outside, or I'll find something else for you, or I'll find something for you to do. And it usually meant something bad, but you're to be seen, not heard, right? I heard that so many times. Children are to be seen, not heard, right? Yes, it is. And it's hard with moms and daughters. It really is. There's tends to be, and you could, you could connect with me, Carla, and I can help you with something as well. Well, I'm so happy that you had a beautiful, beautiful upbringing, Robert. Or sorry, Richard. Richard, so lucky, so lucky, right? Like depending on the time frame that you're in, like the vast majority of us experienced trauma, which is really unfortunate. So I'm gonna finish reading this. I got to that shame spot, and I just had to. So when shame releases its hold, you're left gloriously whole, perfectly imperfect, and radiant and wise. You soar above your pain and develop self-acceptance and empathy for others. What's more, wearing your bumps and bruises with pride invites others to do the same. When you're at peace with yourself, your gaze softens. How healing is it for another to be seen in their entirety? You become a healing force, and your wound is your superpower. Yeah, I know. I butt heads with my mom a lot. When most teenagers do, they butt heads, like trying to figure out and assert themselves and stuff like that. And yeah, nope, nope. People, we had a conversation about that at my like with my family the other. We were talking about bullying, right? And they were like, back in our day, like they would just let kids like work it out on the field, on the, in the schoolyard, and, like kind of assert like the dominant stuff and whatever. And it's like, yeah, but that was it though. Like you'd go to school, you'd interact with people at school, and maybe they bullied you at school, and then you'd go home and that'd be it. But today's day and age, you don't get away from it, right? You don't get away from it. You go to school and you get bullied, and then you come home and they end up sending you, they end up targeting you on social media. You do something wrong and they take pictures and they blast it everywhere. Like the bullying becomes so pervasive, like it never ends, even when you go home after school nowadays, because of that impact of social media. So people seem to think that kids aren't being bullied as much as like in our day and age, like sticks and stones may break your bones, but names will never hurt you kind of thing, right? But it's worse nowadays. People are so cruel, right? And I know even when my son was going to school, he was being bullied in grade 8, but that was still like, this social media had started, but I mean, I didn't let my children really, it was younger. Like my son's 28 now. So this is talking about like, 16 years ago, 17 years ago when he was in grade 8. Like that's still a long time ago when social media wasn't as pervasive as it is now. And he was getting bullied, and they would tell him things like, you should go kill yourself. Your whole family should kill themselves. No, like you're just a loser. Like, your whole family are losers. Like really, you should do the world a service and a favor and just go and kill yourself. Like this is the stuff they would say to him. Well, that stopped at school. When he came home, he wasn't hearing that. Today, though, if you're being bullied like that at school, you're going home and people are sending you messages. They're texting your phone. They're saying things on social media. It is like such a rapid fire. You do one thing wrong and everybody knows about it by lunchtime, right? It just spreads and cascades all over the place. Oh, I'm so sorry that your neighbors talk to you like that. And what foul people. Aw. Well, thanks, Richard. Thank you. I'm 20 years older than my son, so I was a young mom. I was 18 when I had my first son and 20 when I had my second. So yeah, I was almost 19, almost 19 when I had my first son, but didn't quite make it. And then 20 when I had my second. I had him 10 days after my 20th birthday, to be fact. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Nice. Oh, that's so good. Get away from that environment for sure. For sure. Love to you, Jen. Love to you. Okay, Carol. I have a card for Carol. Oh, and I do have to check my calendar. I'm going to check my calendar just to make sure what we got going on today. We can do our lovely, we're going to do our lovely My brain just went blank. Oh, announcements. We're going to do our lovely announcements. So, Divine Feminine Healing Collective Facebook group. The link is on my webpage under groups and links, or groups and podcast links. So the link is in there if you're not a part of it. The Divine Feminine meets this Saturday for the third quarter check-in, which is in Pisces. And there will be energetic healing and cards and stuff like that. The Divine Masculine meets today at 6 p.m., which I didn't block it in there. Okay. All right, now it's on my calendar. It's on the calendar. It's good. Okay, so tonight, the Knights of the Divine, or Knights at the Round Table, Knights of the Round at the Round Table. So the Divine Masculine meets from 6 to 7 p.m. tonight, Eastern. All times are Eastern. The link for the Divine Masculine group is in the website as well, if you're not a member of it. So it's a masculine group and a feminine group. I did separate them that way, but it's just, you know, I know there are some topics that, you know, maybe that women have experienced that it may be challenging. Like if I have women that are going through like domestic abuse and stuff like that, it would be maybe hard to have that experience with, you know, shared within an environment that there were men. Same thing with men. Maybe they've had some like really negative experiences with the opposite sex that, you know, so it's just the way that I did it this time. But anyway, that men 6 to 7 p.m. tonight in the Divine Masculine Healing Tribe on Facebook. Link is on my website. What else do I got? Tomorrow, because I booked the new schedule in and I wasn't soon enough. So I have appointment at the time when we're supposed to normally go live for this, my TikTok live. So we're going to go 9 till noon again tomorrow, 9 a.m. till noon again tomorrow. And then after that, we'll start going into, I'm actually looking at bringing it to my website. I'm actually looking at making all of my stuff from Facebook, bringing it to my website, because I can have groups there and share and do meetings and you can ask for the Zoom link. Richard, if you become a member on my site on, mindbodyspirithealthyself.com. If you go to mindbodyspirithealthyself.com and request and be a member or whatever, I can send you the Zoom link through that. I'll set some stuff up. I got to set some stuff up. Now my brain's just squirrels. Lots of squirrels running around there. It's a whole zaggle of them. It's a whole bunch of them. But yes, I do these meetings through Zoom, so I can share the Zoom link to anybody that wants it for those appointments. And you just like queued up this whole brain thing, like, wow, firing cylinders here. So anyway, I'll figure that out and I'll send the links. So that's a Divine Masculine healing thing. So tomorrow is a 9 till 12 live. And then on Thursday, it's to the normal routine for the rest of June. So it'll be a 7 p.m. live tomorrow and then a 9 a.m. live on Friday. The Divine Healing, you can sign up for my Divine Healing, which is a 5-day event about igniting the inner healer in you. Okay. And that goes through nutrition. It goes through breath work. It goes through grounding, earthing, meditation, affirmations, gratitude practice, trauma modalities, reconnecting with nature, cyclical living, like a ton of information that you get in this 5-day event. It's $25 Canadian to sign up for it. If you participate in all 5 days, you can win one person wins a 3-month Sacred Journey trauma healing package with me. So the Sacred Journey is 6 sessions. We meet bi-weekly. We start with safety. We do inner child work. We do all of these things. So for a $25 investment, you could win a $1,000 package with me. And it is the package only. You can't take the money. You just get the package. So that's an opportunity for you to win that. So that's June 12th to 16th is when that's running. And it is through my website that you can sign up for that. So you don't need to have any social media to connect to me. It's through my website. What else do I have going on? Top gifter for the whole month of June through any area. So you could gift to me through PayPal. You could gift to me through my website. I think, I don't know, social media. It doesn't matter which social media platform. I'm just letting you know I'm calculating all of the gifts that come in. Whoever the top gifter is wins a $300 healing session with me, quantum mind, body, spirit healing session. So this is, I can't tell you it's an hour long because it depends. It depends on what we work on, but this is working on the quantum healing. The June 12th to 16th meetings are from 5 till 6:30 p.m. approximately Eastern. Okay, so it's a really chill environment where you get a ton of information. Look, we got Moriarty. How is this? We got Mel Watson, we've got Sherlock, and we've got Moriarty in the same live. Like, I don't know. We got to go do some sleuthing. There is a mystery abound. We got to go figure this out. But we got the 3 perfect people to come in and do this. Yes. So my 5 p.m. is 10 p.m. for you, Liz. So it'd be from 10 until 11:30 p.m. your time, because I'm pretty sure you're 5 hours ahead in the UK right now because of the time changes. So it should be from 10 until 11:30. So definitely sign up for that. I love you. Okay, so those are the basic. Okay, I also do. I'll talk a little bit about that really quick. I do standalone readings, so they are about 45 minutes to an hour. I am at 10 to 12, 10 to noon, so 11:49 is what it says exactly on the clock. 11:49. I'm Eastern time zone. Same, perfect. So it'll be from 5 till 6:30 p.m. for you. So I have full readings that I offer, a variety of readings. Sometimes you can sign up for a reading with me and I'll just pick up decks of cards and I'll just start throwing them and then do a reading for you. Sometimes but we talk in the beginning. You might want a specific reading and then we'll get the specific reading done. Like I do a spirit guided message. I do a priority spread. I do a 12-month look ahead, how to find love, how to find yourself. Like I do all these different spreads. So the one that's coming up this Saturday is the 3rd quarter check-in in Pisces. And then the new moon is on the 18th of June, which will be again a 7 p.m. Eastern in the Divine Feminine Healing Collective, but it's on Zoom. So if you don't have Facebook, you just have to connect with me and I'll try to get it up on my website. So then we're sharing in there as well. Okay. Yes. Squirrels are abundant today. That's what I'm abundant. I'm abundant with squirrels. Squirrels in the brain. Right? Take the abundance where you can get it. Good morning, Amanda. How are you, love? So I have 2 packages. Okay. I have 2 packages that I do beyond doing tarot and oracle card readings. My biggest love is healing. And I am an energy healer, but I also have studied trauma extensively, from living with it, healing it, and then studying all these different modalities so I have a really big insight in a love for helping people heal their trauma, work through their mental illnesses, which are often trauma acquired, right? And things like that. So I have a ton of information and knowledge and education and experience and all of that stuff that I bring to the table. So my Sacred Journey is a 3-month package where we meet every other week for 6 sessions. And then I have my Quantum Mind, Body, Spirit Healing sessions. So you can book either one of these as an individual session too. That's available on my website, or you can purchase a package. So the benefit of purchasing a package is that you have me for the entire 3 months. If you purchase a session, you get me for the session. And then, depending on what session we do, I might offer you a little bit of aftercare for a couple of days, and that's it. So there's some other bonuses as well, but we won't worry about that too much. So the Quantum Mind, Body, Spirit Healing sessions that I do, that is working on the 4 energetic bodies to alleviate trauma, addictions, pain, illness, disease. Like it can open your gifts spiritually. Like there's so many things that it can provide for you. And that's 12 sessions. So we meet every single week for 12 sessions for the 3 months. So it's a very more like high ticket offer versus the trauma sessions that I do. But those are available on the website as well. Okay, so all my stuff is on the website. All the pricing and stuff is very. Trying to figure out why he started barking, but I can't see anything. Oh, thank you. I love it. It's romantic. All right, back to Carol, and I accidentally picked up the one card that fell out. Hello, Helena. How are you, love? And hi, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fun. You're so fun. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Yeah. And that's what the cool thing about the quantum healing and why it's a little bit more expensive is, well, it's an amazing tech. It's amazing at what it can do. And you don't have to know what's beneath, like what the repressed memories are. You don't have to delve into those. You don't need to know what's hidden kind of thing, right? It's, you can work through it using it because we're working with the energetic bodies. Carol was so patient waiting for her cards. Yeah. Helena I talk about Helena all the time. I'm so proud of her journey. And she did an amazing, and she was one that did the Sacred Journey 3-month package. And that was just an amazing experience for both of us, for sure. Oh, Carol, where's the other card? I wish I had paid attention to what card I had down there. But we've got this now. All right. So we've got conjunction and house 7. House 7. You are, I love you. Love you. Okay. So house 7 is the house of Libra. And the house of Libra is about relationships, balance, beauty, intimacy. Like someone that's a Libra, they're so about the relationship, right? That's a very important thing. And they're about beauty. Like they love to have beauty in their surroundings, beauty in their home, all of those things. And so this is talking about, are you in a relationship, Carol? I love you, Helena. Thank you for that. Good morning, Amanda. No, one seems to be coming to you because this is talking about coming together, a union, emerging, right? And this one is talking about relationships and partnerships and intimacy. Okay, so there is a merging and coming together of a profound relationship, of a romantic partnership is coming towards you, or some profound union is headed your way. So I'm going to read about, which one do you want? Do you want conjunction or do you want house 7? We definitely know each other already. It'll be a fantastic. Conjunction? Okay. Let's listen to the connecting together. Conjunction. No, don't be sorry. Hi, Irvi. Let me get back to my sheet because I was looking at my schedule there. Okay. There. All right. So conjunction. You have angelic support in deepening your sense of peace within you. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Can you recognize every choice you've made and experience you've had as one tiny step toward this exact moment? Can you make peace with the past, forgive yourself and others, release resentment and regret, and sprinkle a little grace on wherever you've been? Trusting your past will help you step into the present and face the future fearlessly with love and openness and align you with your highest path. Remember, you are a dynamic, multifaceted being, not defined by any one accomplishment or failure, interest or belief, past experience or future dream. You are brilliant, ever changing, and indefinable, a culmination of it all. Embrace the beautiful person you are today through owning your full human story. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hi, Alexis. How are you, love? Okay, Irvi is next because I don't think JJ stuck around. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. So Irvi is next, and then we've got, I put Helena down, or Irvi is next. Well, Irvi just popped out a few cards right away. So we got Square, and we've got Cardinal. Mad but alive. No, I haven't done that, Sherlock. Haven't done that. Oh, yes, Carla. Sorry. Carla, I will read yours. I pulled your cards, but then I didn't read them because you weren't here. So we've got Cardinal and we've got Square. Okay, so Cardinal and Square. So Square is talking about challenges. Okay, Square is talking, it's a challenging planetary alignment. Okay, so challenges, situation, and mountain to climb. But Cardinal is the my brain just totally drew a blank. I'm looking now, so I'm looking for something. So anyway, we'll look at, so they're cardinal. There are three different, I'm trying to think of what the word is for it. But anyway, cardinal is the fluidity style. I don't know. There's cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Okay. So cardinal is the element of, and it's not really an element, but the element of Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. So they're the cardinal signs. Okay. And cardinal is talking about instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. So whatever you're dealing with within this challenging situation and a mountain to climb, you have all of the power. You have all of the ability to stand up and overcome that challenging situation, right? You've got the bravery required. You've got the ability to instigate that stuff. Well, neither actually. Neither. I'm not quite sure what that's about, dear. Okay, so wait, I picked out one of the cards, Mars. You actually had 4 cards. So we look at Cardinal. Cardinal said, it's time to forge a new path. Be bold and step outside your comfort zone. Call on bravery to blossom. You're held by the unconditional love of your angels. This is relevant to any area, large or small, where you may feel blocked or in need of a push. The change you seek begins with you, and even one small shift creates an echo. Neither. I don't drink alcohol, and to be completely open, I had a hysterectomy, so I don't need an IUD. Plus, I'm not even in a relationship. So, but those are weird questions. You've had some weird questions, sir. Weird questions. So you had... All right, got them. I don't even know what that means. Hello. Hi, love you. Mwah. You're back in Australia, or did you not just come back from Australia? That's a quick turnaround, love. I love you. Alrighty. So for Carla, I pulled these earlier. I just wanted to go through because I like showing the cars to people. Are you dealing with jet lag still then? Because I feel like I need to come to Australia with you. Could you imagine? We'd have so much fun there. Anyway. Plus you've apparently been there a few times, so you know your way around, so you could be my guide. Let's do it. We'll fly from Ontario to we'll fly from Ontario to Australia, and then we'll just have a whole bunch of fun. We'll light it up. It'll be blonde. My hair will have to get a little bit lighter, pull on some of the sunshine. Alrighty. So for free place to stay. I love it. I'm in. I just got to figure out, the rest of it. Okay. So for Carla, we had these 4 cards that came out for you. So we had Capricorn. So Capricorn's all about ambition and achievement, career. Like these guys, they're like the mature adult of the astrological, like, they're, like probably in their 40s, they're firm within their job, right? They've got that, they've put the flag on the top of the mountain, right? So it's definitely that ambition, they're hardworking, methodical, right? They're represented by the mere goat, but the goat, right? And think about a goat clinging to the side of a mountain, standing on those little teeny tiny ledges, right? It's just you kind of question, like, how the heck are they standing on that little ledge, like sitting against the mountainside like that, and they'll climb up it or climb down it, and it's like, wow. So they are really, really good on their feet, good at taking steps. So the other card that you got was Mars. So Mars is the planet of war, right? Or the god of war, if we want to look at it that way. So Mars has that, that energy, like moving forward, like it's really like moving forward and defending yourself, right? So there's, we'll keep going because we have 2 more cards. So then we have the moon come up as well. And the moon is all about your emotions. So it's satisfying your emotional needs, nurturing yourself and others. Okay. And then we had that combined with fixed. So fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. I had to like really use my mind looking backwards at them. Okay. So the fixed signs of the astrology are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So those are the fixed signs. So the fixed are stable, right? They're in the center of between the 2 other signs, like the cardinal and the mutable, right? So they're stable, they're persistent, they're loyal, and they're dependable. So really solid energy there. So whatever you're working through, whatever you're going through, right, you are going to be moving forward. There's a lot of energy to keep propelling you forward. You're going to be satisfying your emotional needs, but doing so through nurturing self and then nurturing out to others, right? Always begin with self and then move out to others. So this ambition that you're seeking, right? And maybe there's a bit of you needing to defend yourself within your career. If that's the case, like there's that potential that's coming up. But whatever it is, there is stability that's coming, and through persistence, right? Stability and persistence, and through nurturing yourself. Okay. Again, more nurturing of yourself and others. And loyalty and dependability. So there's really a lot of great energy within that. Which one would you like to meet? I'll read the message from one of them. So fixed, the moon, Capricorn, or Mars. Forgot about Mars, but we read Mars already. So Oh my, I don't know. Did you want to read Capricorn? It is. It's all on fire. And Anita. Sorry, I want to include you guys too. Anita, I need a hug. Where have you been? Where have you been, chicken woman? I'm going to come and visit you just so I can actually see you. Yay, 30,000. And we did it without Melinda. And that's like crazy that we did it without Melinda. All right, let's read Capricorn. It's been too long. You know those flats that you get for eggs that hold 30 of them? I collected a whole bunch of them so that I could come and see you and give you them because I feel like you got a ton of eggs now. Are your chickens okay to be? Can you eat your chicken eggs now? Have they made it through their little cold? And I have missed you. I think about you all the time. Like, she's not in my divine feminine stuff. She's not in the morning crew. I hope she's okay. And I was thinking about sitting into you. Hi, Nebraska. Welcome back. Yeah. No eggs still for another month. Man, I was hoping that was like closer to being over. Okay, let's read Capricorns. Nebraska, you and I need to connect. Love you. Thank you so much for all of your likes, everything everything that you've given, everything that you shared. Thank you for being a part of the live this morning, Carol. Love you. You have a beautiful day. Okay, so Capricorn, ambition can easily become dogged, and you're being called to a softer, deeper way to manifest. Creation, after all, requires both masculine and feminine energy. So can you be diligent without pushing? Determined yet open. Focused while leaving space for the divine. This is where your efforts align with your soul and leave you feeling full. This is where you forsake fear and walk in trust, holding an outcome's particulars loosely and living with integrity, knowing the universe carries you in its loving current. It's a beautiful message for you, Carla, to step into that faith. So Nebraska, what do you see spiritually for me? I want to test you out. Are you getting spirit guides? Are you getting spirit messages? Is anything coming up for me to you? I'd be very interested in hearing, and I would love whatever you could share. Have to have faith. Everything is working according to the plan. And if something doesn't go right, what was this experience or this lesson that I had to learn? Aw. Well, if you set up a call, you can pull a card with me on the call. Or you can pull one now and send me the message if you're able to connect with me. Okay, after Irvi is Helena. Because Salasia wanted a spirit guide card, so I thought it flipped over. Helena. And where in Canada are you, Nebraska? Out of curiosity. Oh, it's 12/12, guys. 12/12. That's not Canada. Alaska is the United States. Oh, Helena's cards are being picky. Salasia, are you still there, love? Sam surrounds me. I wonder if he fell out. Yeah, it definitely does not depend on the day. Alaska is always part of the United States. Hi, witchy kind of woman. Whoa. As soon as witchy came in, cards definitely started flying. That's okay. That's okay. It's good to be out supporting a friend. Okay, so this is for Helena. Destined to have is the North Node. So the North Node is where your destiny is directing you, right? So find out what your North Node is, because that would be good information to know as well, right? Is what is your North Node? And you got Gemini, which is intellect, curiosity, and networking. So I'm hesitant about these cards because they flew out as soon as witchy kind of woman came in the room. Thinking if they're yours or if they're hers. I'm just feeling into it. Okay. So the other cards are Aries and Yin. Okay, so Aries is independent bravery and passion, and Yin is intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. So you're destined to have this connection that is passionate and is going to be patient as well, right? So there is that connection with that. And I think that your gifts are kind of opening up a little bit more for you, Helena. Like your intuition is starting to come up more. And there may be a call to network with people who are going to open that up more, like to change the group that you're hanging around, right? Go out and seek out new connections, right? Seek out those new connections, change your circle to allow yourself to open up, to change your circle, networking, to allow yourself to open up more to your spiritual gifts, and be open to receiving whatever comes your way, right? You're destined, that's your destiny is in that space. Okay. All right, I haven't seen Salasia. I mean, it's saying that she's there. I think. No, actually, it's not. Okay, so she's not there. Hi, Sylvia. How are you, love? Alrighty, so I went past noon, which normally I stop at noon. So I'm going to I'll pull a card for Salasia at another time since she missed out. I'm going to pull the cards for Witchy Kind of Woman because she was here earlier, but then had to drop out. I am doing very well. We are having apparently fires everywhere. Is Anita still there? I don't know if Anita popped in and then popped out again, but you're welcome. And remind Alex that we meet with the Divine Masculine tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna put out the thing after I'm done this. Okay, I should have wrote a list. But that's okay. Okay, so witchy kind of woman, we got Libra, which is all about our relationships. You can ask a question, Michelle, and then I'll 6 p.m. Eastern, so 4 p.m. for him. I know he said that like that might be a little bit early, but I'll be on for a little bit. The other ones there's 2 that are during the week, and the rest are all on the weekend. So Libra is consideration, fairness, and harmony. So it's always looking to have harmony within the relationships. They're the scales of justice, right? So that balance, but they're also concerned with some beauty as well. So Mercury, that's the energy of thinking and learning and networking and communicating, right? And then you've got the cardinal signs, which is that instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. No, you don't, Ricky. I love you, but no, you don't. You definitely need to work on healing yourself. If you found a girlfriend right now, it would be an unhealthy relationship because you would be looking to push against all those things within you that need to heal would be getting triggered, right? Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure what kind of question you wanted to ask. I'm not doing yes or no's. Like, I'm not doing yes or no's. I'm doing card readings, and I'm just doing one more card reading. I figured I'd let you ask the question just in case it was something that I could answer really quickly. It's not about being sick. It's not about being sick. Okay? It's just about healing. And that doesn't necessarily, like, sick has such a negative connotation to it, because, you know, when you think sick of mind, it's like, and when you just don't even own that. Don't even own that. And don't even say that, right? Right? Don't even say that, right? That you're don't even own that, right? Always say I'm healing. Even if you, like, if you're dealing with something, at least say that you're healing, because healing is forward motion towards healed, right? I always say I'm healing, healthy, whole, or I'm healed, healthy, whole, right? I say those types of different languages. But so anyway, so the biggest thing is that you need to heal yourself. You need to work on yourself. So you need to work on your anxiety and on those underlying depressions and stuff, like all of that stuff. Like, that inner work needs to come first, because until you love yourself, you're going to find somebody just to fill the cup, and they're only going to be able to fill it so much, because if you don't fully love yourself, you're not going to align with somebody else that fully loves themselves, right? You're going to come around with a half full cup to another person with a half full cup, and it's just going to end up where you guys are going to be like clashing against each other, right? It'll either result in codependency or at least unhealthy components within it. Now, healing within a relationship is what most of us do. We get in a relationship and trigger, and that's where we learn what we need to heal. But you should do some of the healing before you get there. So work on your anxiety. The biggest advice that I could give to you, Ricky, is become obsessed with the present moment. Whenever your brain takes off into the past, thinking about all the bad things that happened, stop it. Whenever your brain goes into the future, worrying about what's coming to you, stop it. Ground into your body, breathe nice and deep. Do that heart-focused breathing that we do on here, right? Breathe into your heart space, long and 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Think about something that makes you feel joyful, or that you appreciate, or that you feel care for. Like, think about how you care about your dad, or think about how you care about your pet. Think about how you're proud of some of the accomplishments that you've had, or that you're grateful for certain things. Like, think about those things as you're breathing in through your heart space. Okay. And regulate your nervous system and get yourself balanced. Okay. That'll at least help with the anxiety that you deal with. Right? Just become obsessed with the present moment and know that you can control your future. But whatever you're thinking and feeling is what's going to create your future. So if you're thinking things aren't going to work out and you're feeling fear, you're going to create a future that's not good, right? If you're worrying all the time, you're just going to create more things to worry about, right? So your thoughts, your words, and your actions, right? Your thoughts, your words, and your feelings are what create your action and how you show up in the world and how your future is going to look. So think, speak, and feel positive, inspired, abundance, love, care, appreciation, gratitude, like all of those good things. Okay. And that's simple. The first thing you need to do is just become obsessed with the present moment. Okay. And that'll help. That'll help a lot. Okay. So we got Libra. We got that consideration, fairness, and harmony, which typically relates to relationships. You've got this beautiful Mercury energy, right? So thinking, learning, networking, and communicating. And you've got the cardinal. And the cardinal, is for Aries, for Cancer, for Libra, and as well for Capricorn. They are the cardinal signs. And they are instigating, they are brave, they are pioneering spirits. So you're asked to bring those to the table. And it could be, in shifting, right? Start networking, or it could be communicating within that relationship. Although I know your information, so it's a little bit different. I can interrelate a little bit more. But one of these signs, and I don't know, which one do you want to read? Do you want me to read? Which one do you want me to read? Do you want me to read Libra? I feel like Libra is the good one to read for some reason. It's the one that's calling to me. And then I'm going to hop off. And we'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same crew. That's awesome. I love it. So imagine a house where each room represents a significant part of your life. These rooms include, but are not limited to, self-care, work, passions, relationships, and exploration. Walk into each room, noticing how it feels. Which ones are vibrant, flooded in light? Do you feel any dark, dusty, or empty spaces? Are any outdated and in need of organization? Consider what you give to each room and what it gives to you in return. Your guides want every room to be somewhere you love, spending time where the energy you give matches the energy you receive. They want your house as a whole to feel balanced, supported, and inspiring, and your life as a whole to be a true reflection of your soul. See right there, Ricky, even after I said that, right? Like, and this is where I end up getting into frustrated energy with you. Becoming obsessed with the present moment takes no money whatsoever. No money, right? Hi, Tashi. I'm just finishing reading this card and then I'm hopping off, right? I have one person's and I've already overstayed my welcome, so to speak. Just sorry. I am. So, you right away, I tell you to become obsessed with the present moment. And I tell you that your thoughts, words, and feelings create your reality. They create your future. So, and I talked about don't own saying things like saying that you're sick. Start saying I'm healing at the very least, because at least that's momentum forward. And, I'm healthy, healed, and whole, repeating that to yourself, right? And become obsessed with the moment. And then you right away after that doesn't help that I'm poor. You want to know something? So am I, but I don't own it. I do not own it. I am abundant. I am prosperous. I am rich. I am wealthy, right? Even if I'm abundant with squirrel brain, I'm still abundant. Even if I can hang on to all of those little things wherever I can find them, right? There's an abundance of seeds in the world. There's an abundance of nature. There's an abundance of beauty. There's an abundance of love. I have an abundance of love here, right? And you're part of this community, so you have an abundance of love here too. But you immediately go to the negative. You just immediately dive into the negative. And you stay in that negative and you fester in that negative and you think about that negative and you feel that negative and you create your whole world out of that negative, right? So if you want a positive world, step into the positive space, and it's not about disregarding what's going on. I know what my situation is. I know that I am 7 days late for my rent. I know that. But I don't hold that as a true thing for me. I believe that the universe will provide. I believe that there's an experience that I needed to learn. There's something that I have to learn in order to change my situation. And I'm going to learn that, and I'm going to grow, and I am going to have prosperity, and I am going to have abundance, and I am going to be fine, right? Because the universe will find a way. The universe will find a way of taking care of me, right? And you need to step into that. Stop staying in that negative space, because all you're doing is recreating more negativity in your life over and over and over again, giving yourself anxiety and depression. Okay? All right. You came back, Salasia. And on point too. I feel like Ricky's wants to say something. Oh my God, this is awesome. This is awesome. If you don't think you're powerful, oh my God, could you please not, Abiola, shooter? How about you go and create your own stuff, right? Go and get yourself a beautiful little, do the same thing that I'm doing. Do the same thing that I'm doing. Go out and create your own stuff and then go get your own clients or whatever. Don't come into my live while I'm pulling cards and offer cards to people. It's so tacky and just disrespectful. So this is where I'm going to laugh, because the universe is like, I was pulling cards for Silesia, but when you see what the two of these say, dream the world into being, lizard spirit. Dream the world into being. So thoughts, feelings, action becomes your reality, right? Dream your world into being. What else was I saying? The universe will provide. Buffalo spirit. The abundant universe will provide. The abundant universe will provide. Like, I want to cry. Like, I actually feel like very emotional. Like, I want to cry. And I don't know if I'm picking up on your energy, Ricky, or not, but I feel like I want to cry. Because this is just so on point and poignant. On point. You are in control. You are the controller of your environment. You are the one who is making your reality. You are not a victim, Ricky. You are not a victim. If you look at every action, everything that you've done up to this point, you've made decisions that have led you here. Right? So you're the one that's in control of your reality. Right? But if you put then you give away all your power. Right? You give away all your power and say, life happens to me. Life does not happen to you. If you step up a little bit, you can say, life happens for me. Right? But that's not the case. That's not the case. You have the ability to change things, starting with your thoughts, starting with your feelings, starting with the actions that you're doing. And if you're doing the same thing day after day after day after day, and you don't like what your life looks like, change it, because you're the one that has the ability to do so. If every day I get up in the morning and I do 3 hours of a live, which I do, right? Every morning I was getting up, and I don't know for how long now, but for every morning I was coming on and doing a live on TikTok for 3 hours. And some days I make decent money. Some days I don't. Some days I'm on here for 3 hours for $1, because that's how many gifts that people have given, is about $1 worth of gifts, right? So I can continue doing that and complain that I don't have enough money, or I can determine that that's probably not the way that I'm going to pay my rent. So what can I do to change? What can I do to change? So what I did was I changed the schedule of my lives to see if that will provide more prosperity to come to me. The other thing I can do is look at what are the other actions that I'm doing throughout the day. And it's not about it has to be hard work. It's just whatever I'm doing hasn't produced the results that I'm looking for. So it's an experience. I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm learning. So I take the lessons, I learn from them, and I grow and I pivot and I change and I change and I put little different things in. Right? So you have to take your power back. You have to take your power back and realize that you're in control of your destiny. You are in control. Right? And if you choose to do the same thing, or you choose to live in victim mentality, or you choose to live in the past, or you choose to live in fear-based, you choose to worry, then that's how your life is going to look. And it's going to stay like that. Right? Start looking at what you do have in your life to be thankful for. And we've talked about this before. I talked about this. I used the example of your dad bringing you Chinese food, right? Instead of woe is me, you could have been like, I'm so happy and thankful that my dad was really nice and brought me Chinese food, which is one of my favorite things to eat. Right? The other day, my mom showed up here and we went over to the fish truck, the chip truck that was next door. And she bought me a burger and we shared an order of fries and we had an ice cream. And I thanked my mom and told her, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for doing that, for coming here and giving me and doing that for me. Right? I'm appreciative. I have a roof over my head. Sure, I'm late on my rent, but I have a roof over my head. I have a beautiful dog who gives me an enormous amount of love. I have a brain and I have the ability to do things, but I'm in control. I'm in control. I love this. I love this. The universe, the abundant universe will provide. The abundant universe will provide. Dream the world into being. Like chills. Chills. Do you want one of these cards, Salasia? Do you want one of these cards? Or do you want me to pull another one for you? Okay. I'll pull later. All right. So these are beautiful cards, and we're going to close the show with the fact that we've got this beautiful dream the world into being, followed by the abundant universe will provide. We are amazing. You're going to have to figure that out, Ricky. Because, we've been talking for months and months, and sometimes a lot of conversation, right? I love you, Amanda. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining. Like, we've talked so much, and I feel like a lot of times that you're like, you hear what I'm saying, but you don't listen to it, or you don't make any changes with it. So until you're willing to actually implement change, right, then you're just going to keep getting what you're getting, right? You have to actually do something different to get something different. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get the same thing. If you keep thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same feelings, you're going to keep creating the same reality in front of you, right? And start off with just saying, I am in control. I am not a victim. I run the show. I am in control. I am not a victim. I run the show. Right? Take your power back. Right? You were the one, like, if we do it this way, Ricky, you were the one that chose this stock and then to change to this stock. You were. Nobody forced you. You were the one that made that decision to pick that stock, and then you made that decision that something came up and you were like, oh, no, I got this stock. And you moved it to that stock and maybe lost money in that. So it was your decision that led to that, right? So that's how you got to take that power back, right? I love you. Okay, I love you. But I'm off because I got a call in a little while, and I got to go get my dog maybe potentially for a small walk since it's really super, super smoky out there. No, we're not. I was a victim for years, right? I went from being, I was a victim, right? I got sexually assaulted. I got beat. I got neglected. I had all of these things happen to me. I was a victim. But after those events happened, I was a survivor. But I still stayed in victim mindset, thinking that all of these things happened to me, right? And when healing made, I had to step into, I am not a victim anymore. I am a strong, powerful person who has the ability to create my reality, that has the ability to change things. If I don't like where I live, move. If I don't like the job I'm working, change it. If I don't like my friends, change them. If I don't like the stuff I'm seeing on social media, change them. See? And right away, you went into negativity again. You went right into negativity again. But anyway, I love you guys. I got to hop off. Mwah. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you. 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 All right. Have a beautiful day. Aw, you have a wonderful day, Kendall. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye, Amanda. Thank you.